What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. You know who it is. It's your boy. I'm Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother and partner in misinformation,
You gotta
Brian
get a little closer to that.
T. Licata.
There you go.
Yeah, we probably should have did the sound check before we started.
No,
But
never
you
a
were
sound check.
you
Why
were
would we do a
running
sound
late.
check before we start the show?
We're here with our, I guess you would call this our New Year's episode. That's what this would be.
It is New Year, new us.
It's our last episode of the year for 2024. Right? We're going into 2025. It's hard to remember these things sometimes, man. You know, I'm not gonna lie, but hey, big shout out to everybody out there, man. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. You know, I hope everybody got what they hoped for. That's what you're into. Christmas is your thing. You know,
I had a nice
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas to
Merry
you.
Christmas to you too, bro.
You had a very good Christmas.
I did. It was nice. It was relaxing. There was, I think, a lot of holiday parties. Too many, you know. Just like I was like back to back. You know, it was a lot.
Like you ain't got no job, so what holiday parties were you going
Just because
to?
you're not paying me doesn't mean this isn't a job, dog.
Well, I mean, I know we didn't throw a holiday party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, how come we haven't done that? We should do a Rated G Christmas party. What are you doing tonight? Do we want to go out we'll have a company Christmas party?
Who's gonna pay? Who's the company that's gonna pay for it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, my business.
I don't know. I gotta find out if I'm doing the radio tomorrow, first of all. And then I know if I can stay up late tonight. I gotta ask my mommy first.
Oh, it's JoJo and Scotty.
JoJo and Scotty. Let me hit them up real quick and see if there's a radio show tomorrow. You know.
Thanks to everyone listening.
Yeah, big up to everybody. Belated Merry Christmas, man. We hung out. If y'all were with us, you hung out with us on the for the whatchamacallit show. We were together for Christmas Eve. We were Christmas Eve,
into Christmas Eve. Eve. Late night, early morning. That was one of the more fun episodes I think we've done in a long time.
I had a very good time.
It was cool.
And big up to everybody who hung with us on the late night, man. I think King Handles was there.
Yep, he was there.
Raymond was definitely there, man.
Yep.
Cliffy showed up on the late night tip. You know, that was fun, man. And big up to everybody who came out to the shows this weekend, man. That was dope too, man. We had some nice shows. So big up to everybody, man. Merry Christmas. We're almost done. Just a couple of more days, people. A couple of more days, and we're done with the bullshit, man. New Year's. What is it, New Year's? 2 days? Is it
2 days? Yeah, I think so.
2 days left to 2024, man.
Isn't that some crazy shit?
Time flies, man. You remember one time you used to feel like it lasted, like, I don't know, like it wasn't so fleeting. You know what I'm saying? Remember when
You think it's moving faster now?
Remember when summer felt so long? Like I bug out as like a kid. I remember summer used to feel so long. And now it's just like a stretch of good weather. That's what it feels like. It just feels like we had a stretch of good weather, you know?
Yeah.
It goes by so fast. The years go by so fast now, man. It's insane. And it's amazing how much we managed to squeeze in such little time. Like it feels longer. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's longer.
You think that the winters are longer now? Is that what you're saying?
I feel like I don't really notice the seasons. Like I just don't notice.
Today,
it's just like
60 degrees and sunny today, bro.
Exactly. I was freezing my nut sacks off yesterday, and now I wake up and I'm sweating in my bed because I had the heat on blast, and it's nice out. I went to go help you out with that fucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
So it's like I just don't.
But should we really be complaining? I mean, this is my argument for global warming. It's much nicer out. You know, we don't have to shovel snow. It's sunny. You can go to the beach all year round in New Jersey. Like, come on.
Yeah, no doubt. I have no problem with having a nice, like people always bug out when it's a nice winter. It's unseasonably warm. Who cares? Next year it's probably gonna be freezing. That's always happened.
Yeah.
We've had unseasonable, you know, like right now we're having a good winter, I would say so far.
Right.
But we haven't hit February yet. So let's see what the fuck happens, man. We still gotta make it to New Year's, people. Hold on. 2 more days. 2 more days. And guess what? Nothing changes. Oh, wait, something changes. Something changes. You're a little more stressed because you have to go through all the fears of Halloween. You know, watching horror movies at 9 o'clock in the morning because 24 hours a day, Jason. So your brain has just been like fucking mush.
Dude, it's a bombardment. It's a bombardment from Halloween.
And your waist is a little thicker than you wanted it to be because of Thanksgiving.
Not my waist, dog.
You know, well, you could use a couple of Thanksgivings in a row.
Don't say that.
You could use it. What do you mean don't say it? I'm just saying you could definitely use a little food. I'm sure every time is your grandmother still alive?
One of them is, yeah. One of them's alive.
Every
Thanks for bringing it up, by the way. I really miss my Nana. She died in 2001 at a young age, and I miss her terribly. I think about her every day, and thanks for bringing it up, Dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything
while we're
bad.
talking about weight, you're looking very emaciated yourself.
I mean, you could ask me that question. I'd have been like, no, I never really knew my I never really knew my father's father.
Mm-hmm.
My father's mother looked like she was 95.
When you have 60 grandkids, it's kind of hard to keep track of all of them.
The first day I met her, dude, she looked like she was 95. She was always just old. And I mean, she lived till I was, I think, in my 30s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how old was she when she looked old as fuck? She never really aged after that. She was stuck in, like, you know, that terminal look.
Right.
You know? And then my other grandmother, she only spoke Spanish, so I had no relationship other than hey, hi, you know, and a kiss hello. And my grandfather too, he spoke strictly Spanish.
See, here we're talking about you again, but
I think
you
my
insulted
mother,
my Nana.
No, I didn't insult your Nana. But the point I was trying to make is, I'm sure the one that's still alive, every time she sees you, goes, "You need to eat.
You're too thin. You're too thin. Put some meat."
Is she Italian?
No, she's not.
Oh yeah, so she just says you need to eat.
Yeah.
Why
but
are you so
it was funny. Every hug that I got at my brother's Christmas party.
Brian, are you still on drugs? They told me you stopped doing drugs.
What is she, Greek? Are you doing Greek?
I don't know. What is it? What's your other nationality?
Doing drugs. She's Polish, actually. The grandmother is still living.
Oh yeah. So I don't know what the fuck they sound like, man. Brian, are you still on drugs? What a Polish people sound.
We got 2 comments in the house. Jasmine says that sweater looks so good. Jasmine, hello, Merry Christmas, and Themore says Happy Holidays, fellas.
Happy holidays. Yo,
can we get a sound check too from the community? See what they say. How are we sounding today, folks?
Yo, big up to my daughter who bought me this for Christmas. My cat father sweatshirt. I love it, Ma. It looks so good on me. And big up to my daughter for taking time on her cruise right now. She's cruising.
Oh, where is she? Is she
she's by Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic and all that shit.
She picking anybody up?
You know, she's
any cousins coming home?
She's doing a favor for one of the Clintons that she knows.
Oh, okay. Jasmine, don't pick up any. If anybody asks you to take a backpack back to the U.S., don't do it.
Let's just say she didn't bring much clothes, but she left with like 5 big suitcases, big enough to hold little Dominican
just make sure
kids in.
You come back with the same amount of suitcases you left with. Dude, I remember one time I was down in the Bahamas and
you got busted for trying to smuggle cocaine through your asshole.
No.
Oh,
I was going down to shoot a wedding and I had on my video gear
to shoot up a wedding.
Yeah.
Or to shoot up or to shoot up at a wedding.
Shoot up at a wedding. Hey, watch it.
Listen, long neck McGee.
The
neck is too long.
Can I have one of those Newports?
Are you smoking Newports now?
Well, we're on the show. You know, it's they're kind of tasty. We got another comment. Raymond says, "Merry belated Christmas, guys." Brian, the headlines made me think today was the 31st, and it's only the 29th.
Don't get ahead of yourself, man.
I guess he's talking about our episode. He thought it was
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, listen, we get together when we can. You know, he's out here. We're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, I think I was going to bring this up to you after the show, but I think we just have to do it in person. I have to either come down once a week or you have to come up.
Yeah.
We have to do it. I think it's going to be better for the show. The clips are going to look better.
I would think it's better to come up than to come down.
I hate coming down, dude. Coming down's the worst.
It's the worst, man. That's why Molly's not the greatest drug. It just makes you think it is when you're on it. And then it comes down and you realize you can't get back to where that feeling was.
But maybe that's what makes it good. Is because you can't really. I mean, you can abuse it, but you
can
can't
abuse anything,
really.
You know?
Like it's hard. You can't roll every day for 6 months. I mean, I did it for April of 2009. Sorry, 2010. April 2010. I rolled
Nah, you could only roll
21
for
out of
so
30 days.
Yeah, but then you wasn't even rolling really no more. You were just in a
Awake.
you were just in a fucking state of something.
It was fun, dude. Yeah, this kid in college had like a house, and it just all of a sudden it was like I think he had it for like a month, and he just ran this like rave, like nonstop rave for like a month, dude. Oates, his name was Oates. That was the dude's name.
I don't know
Oates.
if I could do raves, man.
A lot of fun, dude. Well, see, that's I
would
don't like that
eventually-
kind of music.
I would eventually just be like, I can't. I gotta go. It'd be too much.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of people around me. When I'm
I like when the club music is like that Latin club music that's like got a lot of horns, got a lot of singing, but still has a ton of bass. You know, I can hit that all night.
You're into that Latin music.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking appropriating my people. Get your own music, man. You should be sitting there listening to When the Moon Hits Your Eye Like a Big Pizza Pie. That's amore.
Have you ever heard? Do you know Dominic the Donkey? I'm sure you do. You have to know that song.
I don't.
Jiggity jig. It's Dominic.
It already
the
sounds
donkey.
racist
Jiggity
as fuck, yo.
The Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 da da. You never heard it?
No, I'm not Italian and I'm not racist.
They used to.
So I wouldn't know that.
Play it at the
They used to
7th inning
play
stretch
it at
the Mets. The 7th inning stretch at the
hell
Mets. They
to
used to
the
do it.
fucking no. Hell to the no, son. I never heard that. Anybody out there ever heard that shit?
Yeah.
Starts off with jiggity jig. What the fuck are you talking about, son?
No, it's the dance, dude.
Yo, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's Dominic.
What's the dance? Jiggity jig.
Yeah.
And they bring out a fucking donkey. Never heard that shit. I don't even think that's a real song. I think that's something his pops made up and used to sing to him.
Oh, say the disclaimer that we.
Oh, yo, by the way, man, this just so everyone knows, man, this show is strictly for entertainment purposes. Do not take anything we say seriously, although a lot of it might be true, but a lot of it might not be. We're not here to distinguish that, although sometimes we might, right? I mean, you've proven me wrong. I think it's even more racist than I thought.
Dude, it's an Italian guy singing it. How is it racist?
I didn't know the Italians.
It's a song of our culture.
racist.
How is it racist against anybody but Italians?
I don't know. The whole jiggity jig thing turns me a little like, where do you get that from? And I'm gonna spare you what I would picture the video to look like. I'm gonna spare you what I feel like the video would look like. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing over there? That's what the ashtray's for.
I missed it. It was far away. You can see I have a lot of stuff going on over here.
You're just very, very nice today. You're actually wearing shoes. Is it because it's Sunday?
It is. It is because it's Sunday.
Do you always wear shoes on Sunday?
I do.
Interesting.
You like that about me, or
Did
you
go to
just like
church
it?
Today, or you just throw on shoes?
I didn't. It was funny. I thought about going to church last night, but it was like 2:30 in the morning. So I was like, maybe
It's
next
fucked
week.
up. They don't have a 2:30. Otherwise, more people
Dude,
would go.
well, me and you would go.
I think if they did have like a fucking all-nighter, more people would go. You get those people that are on drugs, just feeling low, going, I fucking need to. And
They just want the free coffee.
I mean, some people will go for the free coffee. I did that for a while, in the breakfast. The good churches.
The immigrant guys I used to work with, they said they used to go to.
Whoa. Coming in hot and heavy on that one.
Dude, how is immigrant a bad thing to say? What are they? They're not immigrants. You like to call them aliens. That's how you say aliens.
Actually, I say aliens. That's how I say it. Aliens with a little hint of disdain.
You know what's funny, dude?
I love all my aliens, man.
Hmm.
I love all my aliens, man. Y'all illegals, I guess some of y'all are cool. I probably know some of y'all. I don't ask. And they don't tell.
Yeah, no, they usually don't. But if
they did, I'd rat them out quick. Just especially if they lived across the street. I would do it just for so I could video it, get some followers on Instagram.
Just because they're playing music too loud.
Yo, remember my neighbors used to play that same fucking bachata? It was actually different songs, but it sounded like the same fucking bachata song all fucking day. and then complain that they hear me walking.
I
The
hate,
fuck
I
outta
hate
here.
Dominicans.
I also want to mention that the views that are expressed by Brian are not necessarily the views that I feel.
Dude, it was funny. I was thinking I need to start cleaning up my act a little bit on the show.
Yeah, you need to scooch down with that long ass neck, dude. You don't fit in regular furniture.
Dude, it's like midget furniture over here.
You don't fit in regular. Look at you, man.
Is it because you didn't have a ladder? You just could hang it as high as you could
dude,
reach?
look how close it is to the fucking ceiling.
It could have been a little closer, dude. I mean, bro,
It's
look.
perfectly
Look-
proportioned to the wall.
Look at the distance. This is like half
Why
the
is your head the only head that hits it?
because I'm the only one that's
When
smart
they talk-
enough to carry this big brain around.
Jiggity jig, the long neck monkey. That's fucking you. You're the long neck monkey. You fucking jiggity jig.
Timor says, heard a P. Diddy song and thought of you guys.
Timor, what's up, baby? How are you, man? I'm at a point I really can't listen to Bad Boy. And it's fucked up. Everyone didn't have something to do with it, you know. And what I was telling Brian, y'all gotta check out, listen to What's Beef, right? And when you listen to What's Beef, listen to what Biggie's saying, and then listen to Puffy in the background what his like background flavor is. It's fucking horrible. It's not the same anymore.
What's he saying?
Like he has that one line where he goes, "I'll fuck him in the ass, throw him over the bridge."
Yeah, we listened to
then,
that. Yeah,
and then
it's
Diddy's like,
nasty.
"Yeah," and I'm like, "Ah, man."
I mean, when did you first think he was slime? What was like the first thing that happened where you're like, I don't really like this guy? How long ago do you think it was?
I was never a fan of Diddy.
Why do you have that poster of him in your bedroom, dog?
I did think he was
hanging
cute.
above your bed with some.
I
with
did
some
think he
mirrors.
was cute, and he had puffy nipples.
That's where the puppy comes from.
It reminded me of my first crush. Nah, I was never a fan, actually, to be honest. And if anyone I get trouble all the time. I say, Tupac won. I was always team Tupac.
Right.
But
You found out
I
he's
had
gonna
heard.
hate you.
Well, I knew already that he was a slime when it came to business.
Mhm.
Because of all the shit that went on with the locks and everybody
Right.
who's worked with him. And then there were people who've come out throughout the years, and have said little things, So I just always knew that he just was kind of a slimy. You could just look at him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he looks like that kind of dude that, just ain't sincere.
Yeah.
Even to his closest person, you know what I'm saying? Like he just ain't sincere.
Mm-hmm.
The
The white parties are weird too.
Zombie apocalypse, he probably do well.
Mm.
He's got that kind of, his eyes are very close. You know what I'm saying? He's very, yeah. I mean, you can kind of tell. You could read it on a person.
Mhm.
There's sometimes you see a person, you're like, oh hell no, Like I was surprised by Tom Hanks. Yeah, that allegedly,
He did some stuff.
he did a lot of stuff allegedly, and that one surprised me because I'm like, not Tom Hanks. Yeah, man. And it was like, I liked him. I liked all his movies, man. I can't even watch Forrest Gump anymore.
I still watch Forrest.
I can't watch. Like I've been wanting to watch that one where he buys that house and it's all a piece of shit. I forgot what it's called.
I didn't like that. That was
I never liked
what was it called? Money Pit.
Money Pit.
I never liked it. And
when I
has that.
saw it, I didn't like it, but I've been watching a lot of because I got the Xfinity shit, like the channels, the bullshit channels they give you. So they play a lot of those old movies. And I've been finding that like the ones that I didn't like, they actually have some great writing. I just didn't like it when I was younger, but I watch it now and I kind of appreciate. And I wanted to watch that one again, and I was like, nah, I can't give this dude my stream. I just can't do it.
Yeah, Money Pit wasn't a good movie though, too. So you're not missing anything. We got Gato in the house. He says if you don't want your producer all dancing up in your videos, ... Ha 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 ha.
Come over to Death Row. What's up, Gato? Merry Christmas to you, man. And if you talk to Jimmy, man, give him my love, yo. I'm very sad about the dog, man. So yeah, give him my love.
Oh, Jimmy lost his pup.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Big up to Jimmy Gestapo, man. I love that brother. Love you too, man.
Is that his real
And I
last
miss
name?
you. No.
Gestapo.
No.
But why Gestapo?
Well, now I think it's just Jimmy G. Now it's Jimmy G. Gestapo ain't as popular as it was back in the early fucking 80s.
Was it pretty popular then?
Yeah, I mean that whole movement. Skinheads.
Neo-Nazism.
Well, I mean, it was more of I guess like just dabbling in it, Same thing, but like back in the day, where like all that Satan music was kind of like, was it really like everyone into it wasn't into it like they are today? You know what I'm saying? On that level, it was just rebellion. It was just rebellion. That's all it was. You remember rebellion? Remember when everybody didn't want to be accepted? Remember when everybody didn't, like, I never wanted to be identified. What? I'm saying it straight up, man. And everybody wants to be noticed. I don't want to be noticed. I want to move amongst the crowd. Hope you don't notice me. Who shot? I don't know. No idea. Who was the last person that you saw? I don't know. I couldn't identify him. That's what I want. Don't identify.
You're doing a pretty good job at it now.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm little. I get through places, dude. I'm like a shadow, dude. Puerto Rican ninja. I'm a ninja.
Gato says Rip Rocky, and says people gave him a nickname in the 80s because of his boots and the leather trench he wore. That's where he got the nickname. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then Gato says move in silence. We got King Handles in the house. What up?
King Handles, what's up, baby?
Said Gary sounds like a co-defendant right now.
Nah, I'm just saying, you don't remember back in the days, who the fuck wanted to be identified? Who wanted to be accepted?
That's
like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even like when it comes to tattoos, who would have thought that the people without tattoos now are like the rebels?
That's me, baby.
Yeah, well,
not putting a bumper sticker on this Ferrari, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're more of like, I don't know, like a ninja bike.
I'm like the
you can get like two people on your back. You ain't fitting no four.
I got the clown car, dude. You'd be surprised how many guys you can fit in the back of my car. Gay.
I'm just gonna. This dude, am I the only one who thinks that he should just let us know? I mean, we already know, right? Anyway, man, what did you guys do for fucking Christmas? Anybody do anything special? Anybody get anything cool, man? I got this cool sweatshirt from my daughter. She got me another one that says a hoodie that says my podcast is better than yours. My daughter be getting me the cool shirts, man. I love it.
Did she get me that hoodie also?
My son got me some puzzles and shit because I like doing puzzles. I don't think enough people do puzzles, man. I think you're missing out on a lot of quality time of thought.
Yeah, my autistic cousin does like 10 a week. Yeah, puzzles, dude. I don't get that. Like
10 a week.
Like you need to be like a grandmother, retired, or have some sort of
really like puzzles. I always like puzzles, and maybe that's why I'm smart and you're not. See, because puzzles train you to figure things out.
You got to change the font.
Puzzles. But look, man, it doesn't matter if I say it right. What matters is, do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I could speak any language, because I just say it in English, but I say it in a way that they understand what I'm saying. You get it?
No. Gato says, yeah, but the parts inside are heavily damaged, pal. Thousands of miles. Not sure what that was in reference to. Probably your constitution.
Probably your ass.
No, dude, probably that frame.
What frame?
Exactly. What frame? That's the real question. What frame? Not much of one. You know what you look like? You look like the Festivus pole.
Yo, dude. I heard one night you was in a strip club and the strip pole broke. And somebody said, I'm sorry, we're going to have to stop the show for the rest of the night, the strip. And you said, no. You stepped up and said the show must go on, and then stepped right in the middle and just had bitches with their dirty asses swinging around you in circles.
I had glitter on me for like 6 months after that, dude. There's glitter all over the place. It's still on me.
And you smelled like Jerry Seinfeld's car when it got BO.
Oh, that's BBO.
I remember when I brought my son to his first strip club.
Stormy.
And we get there. And it's funny because I tell him and his boy, listen, man, whatever you do, just don't go in the back room.
Yeah.
Don't go in the back room for you, man. It's your first time. You're going to wind up getting done.
Right.
Then we get there, his boy breaks right out, goes to the back room. We don't see him for the rest of the night. He comes out broke like a fuck. But besides that, we get there.
He had a good time, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, he had fun. Yeah. But my son's like, yo, Dad, how long are we going to stay here? When are we going to leave? I goes, how long are we going to stay? I said, oh, your nose will let you know when it's time to go. He said, what? I said, just have fun, man. And then I guess we were there maybe 45, maybe an hour. And he goes, yo, Dad, it just smells like dirty pussy and ass. And I said, it's time to go.
Yeah. Dude, it's a great great life
I've never
lesson.
really been into strip clubs, man. Was that big? Were you big on those?
No, I wasn't. Mostly because I was doing drugs and like the extra cash to get
If
into
I
a strip
had the
club.
choice, I'd rather do drugs.
Right.
Than
right.
throw dollars
But it's also
at someone
like
for shaking their tits.
okay, right. So
Makes
if
no sense to me.
if you're gonna spend that kind of money at the strip club, like just buy a bundle of heroin and then just invite the girl over. Like it's not much of a difference.
I don't think that's a good solution. That's not something I would do.
We're not talking about you. You asked me about my
That's
feelings
true.
towards the strip club.
Oh yeah.
And I
Oh,
told
for
you my
that, you're
thought.
all right.
Yeah.
Get it.
But it was always just kind of like, even like I know guys who would like, get hookers or do the back page thing. And it's like, dude, just go to the bar, strike out. If you miss, go out the next night. It's like, dude, if
listen,
you're trying to like.
When I was younger, I never understood it. And I've never done it because once again, I don't understand paying for pussy if I'm giving you the dick for free. I never understood that. But regardless, I understand it now in the sense of, just do what we came here to do and get the fuck out. I don't want you stalking on my Instagram. I don't want to have to worry about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's on that level. And that's what people have actually made sex now. When you sexualize everything, then everything's just sex and it doesn't matter anymore. So I think there's a lot of dudes that in the sense of I kind of understand it like that. Like they say, you don't pay them to come over, you pay them to go home.
Yeah. Sure, my wife is gonna love that one.
I'm just saying that's what they say. I mean, not all dudes. I mean, there's those dudes that just can't get chicks. And if you just can't get chicks, well then, God bless those chicks who are willing to give it to them for the right price, But then you get them dudes who just, the attitude is they can get bitches, but every time they get bitches, now they got to deal with all the stress of what comes with that.
Right.
And, they pay them so that there's no stress on that.
Yeah.
To go home. Here's a question. What do you think of hookers who be like ratting on their clientele? Like when like shit comes up and somebody gets busted or some shit, the hookers give out their client list and stuff like that. And
they're not trustworthy,
There should be a law with that. Like if you're gonna be a hooker, it should almost be like
like a lawyer, like confidentiality agreement.
Yeah,
you're onto something. Yeah.
I mean, not everything you say to them, but rather the fact that you even fucking hooked up with them.
So what? Only if you're going to harm somebody or harm yourself or somebody else?
I mean, if you're fucking, you got a John that you're fucking and he confesses that he actually likes you and you should know that because he killed every single hooker he's ever been with, but he's been with you and, you don't have to worry about it because you are actually like. But
you can break that agreement.
Yeah, I would think, same thing with a lawyer thing too. I think in some cases they're not allowed to keep certain shit. Like
it's if you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else.
If you're gonna do it.
Right.
But you can't confess that you have murdered someone to your lawyer and they can't say shit.
I think so. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, of course.
Insane.
Yeah, that's because people get off all the time. We got some comments. Stormy's in the house. She says, life is one big puzzle. Hope everyone had a great holiday.
Stormy, what's up, mama? Always happy when you join us,
Gato.
Man. You bring a little woman's touch. You, my daughter, Lauren, y'all come in. You give a little woman's touch to the program. And we like that, man.
Gato says, he went right in. That was talking about your son's friend to the champagne room.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know, too. Yo, you know, too, boy. Our boy's son.
Brian's New Year advice. That was my prostitution and drug dealing advice.
Yeah, about getting the heroin and going to. Yeah.
Gato says, I'd rather throw money at my dealer. He actually gives me some.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And if you got drugs, you could always get a woman.
Right. Just maybe not the right one. Well, the
right one, but maybe not. Look, maybe not
the one.
Not the one. Maybe not a hot one.
Right. Well,
You know what I'm saying? Maybe not a hot one.
hot's a spectrum, G.
Well,
Like, listen,
maybe
when you're
not a
talking
hot
about
one.
girls who smoke crack, there's
Then,
a spectrum of hot versus
yeah. Well,
unhot.
there's the hot that is hot, like she's still hot, and then there's she used to be hot.
Yeah, but then there's
She used to be hot. Like I look at you and I could tell at one point you had your shit together. At one point you used to be hot.
right, when you didn't have all those scab
When you didn't
marks
have
on
the
your face,
scabs,
yeah.
like I could
Yeah.
remove that. I could see that
Yeah.
you were once pretty.
Your hair's a little thinning.
Yeah, your lips one is dry for some reason. Why?
Yeah. The whites of your eyes are more like a bone yellow.
There was a little bit of hope, a tinge of innocence that's gone forever, never to get back.
Oh, Mama's in the house.
Mama.
Stormy says, sounds like paying a lot of money to be teased and go home alone. Timur says, G maturing into a proper pimp. Mama.
She's gonna start changing shit.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, just let her, as long as she doesn't unplug anything.
Come, Mama.
Gato says, in most places outside the U.S. and it's pilgrim Christian. Most places outside the USA, it's pilgrim Christian religious beliefs. It's like getting your nails done. Don't forget the pilgrims got thrown out of Europe for being too square. Hot enough for tonight, he says. But in Japan, dude, prostitution's like a thing. And
Amsterdam,
yeah,
they
but
come from all over the world for that red light district. It's one of the most popular
It's not
ones.
even really like it's more clean. It's more clean than the red light district. Like every man's wife knows that her husband is going to be paying for it somewhere else, and that's just so they don't have to deal with it. Oh man, she's sitting right on the computer. Mama. Oh, look at that, dude.
Stay, baby.
Beautiful little kitty. She looks good, dude. She looks really healthy. I honestly, dude, I think moving into this new place, she's really perked up.
Yeah, she's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she failed me last night. I found a water bug in my fucking closet.
Oh, she's got to get them, dude.
Oh man, that's what she gets. That's why she's here, man. I don't charge her rent.
So the water bug's a cockroach, right? It's the same thing.
I wish.
They're not?
I mean, I guess you could say they're from the same family, maybe, but a water bug is huge. Cockroach is little. Water bugs are fucking huge, man. Yeah, gross ass fucking things. I hate that shit. I be like stomping them things, like, cause I got a phobia of them things. Like it's a phobia,
Mm-hmm.
And you seen the roach versus? They had a picture of roach versus water bug. Look at this difference in the sizes, man. Fucking gross, man.
That's disgusting, dude.
Fucking disgusting. And yeah, like I stomp it. Like if it's like you ever see in The Walking? You never watched The Walking Dead?
Well, I did. I've watched
You
a
ever
couple
see,
episodes.
like,
I didn't.
When that
wasn't for me.
person has to kill one,
Mhm.
and they're not really used to it still, and they just hit the head, they start stomping the head, then they can't stop. They just keep stomping the head because you made me do this.
Right.
That's me.
Yeah.
I just stomp and keep stomping and stomping and stomping and stomping. I don't stop. It's like all my rage comes out on it. Like, how dare you bring this fear to me and put me in a position where I have to face this, man? Could you take that off the screen?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
that's like bugging me out.
Yeah, it's like bugging me out too. Gato says crunchy nitro water bugs. Crunchy nitro water bugs.
Gross, man.
And he also says that's the truth. Like I said, it's more normalized. We can't even see a breast here in the U.S. without somebody freaking out.
Well, not anymore. That used to be the way it was, dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that anymore. Nowadays everything.
It's a little sicker now. Yeah, it's way sicker.
Every fucking where, man.
What?
Can we look at anything and not feel debaucherous?
Have you noticed on Instagram and YouTube?
Yeah.
The porn stars, they finally figured out how to advertise on there. They do those little, yeah, bro, in like little microseconds.
Showing nipples, they're showing lips.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're showing lips. They'll pull their panties in.
So what do you have to see? The vulva?
I guess the vulva is what makes it. In Japan, it's the pubes.
Oh, it should be the pubes everywhere.
But what if they don't got pubes?
Yeah, but the pubic area, like the V,
should always be blurred.
Yeah, I think
you gotta leave something up to the imagination.
Yeah, man. You know what I like? And I was out. We went to a family party last night. My wife wore a turtleneck and a sport coat and some nice pants. And I said, that's really sexy, because she's covered but looked amazing, and like I like that. It's
and
classy.
You wore a tight red dress with high heel pumps,
You seen Elf, right?
low cut in the front.
You seen Elf?
Did I
The
see
For
Elf?
Someone Special, the little lingerie.
I'm not saying what you wore at night. I'm saying what.
No, that's what I wore to the
same
party. I wore that with the sport coat.
Oh, you wore that under the dress?
Yeah, well, I wore it. Yeah, under the dress. Gato says, "Camel toes galore now."
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And listen, ladies, I'm gonna keep it real. It just desensitizes men to it.
B More says, "Gee, it's free food. Water bugs of the species Lethocirrus indicus are a regional delicacy in Southeast Asia, eaten in parts of the Philippines, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, and Vietnam."
And I don't eat any of that food.
Yeah, I know. Me neither, dude.
I don't eat everything you just named. I don't eat none of that food. None of it. Get the fuck out of here with eating bugs, yo.
You're anti-Oriental food?
Yes. 100%.
I gotta say right now, I need to apologize to everyone for trying to use the O word, because it's
orgasm.
No,
Oriental. Why?
Yeah. Well, because I heard an older relative say it over the holidays,
and it's not a real.
Dude, it sounds bad, bro. Especially when you sound it out like it was like Oriental, like that. Like you kind of roll it a little. You're not really like pronouncing everything. You're like, oh yeah, the Orientals. I'm like, ooh.
I don't think it's much sounded racist as it was. You heard one of your racist relatives, so it was racist.
I heard it and I was like, ooh. So I think I'm gonna stop using it. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna stop. I think I'm gonna give it up. I'm giving up. That's my New Year's resolution, is to stop saying the O word.
Orgasm?
No. The new O word. You're allowed to say orgasm on Instagram. You're not allowed to say Oriental.
You are if you're talking about rugs, which is all I've been talking about whole entire time. I hope nobody thinks I was talking about people. This whole time I've been talking about food, and you could say Oriental food because I've driven places and seen Oriental restaurant right there on the thing. So go fuck yourself with that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like when I go in there, it's a bunch of Swedish people behind the fucking counter. It's all.
What kind of people, dude? What are they?
It's all.
What kind, dude?
Oriental cooks. Mexican.
Yeah, they're Mexicans. Yeah, Mexicans. Gato says they're just land lobsters. And I've seen you eat lobster and crab.
Yo, I wouldn't call Asian
they're...
people land lobsters. That's fucked up, dude. All right? That's fucked up. I wouldn't say that. Once again, the opinions of the people that are writing here, man, we just read these comments, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't condone calling Asian people land lobsters, yo. We're just trying to have a conversation about food and rugs. And for some reason, one of his family members are very angry with the rugs. Did he fight the rugs?
Yeah, dude, in the 50s, dude. It was between the North rugs and the South rugs.
I figured he might have fought a couple of rugs in his time. Maybe that's why. Does he ever
talk about bringing Pearl Harbor?
Does he ever talk about bringing them, throwing them over a rope and beating them with a broom or something like that? Does he ever talk about that? No. How he used to beat his rug outside?
No, dude. Do you know the Intrepid, the battleship that's on the West Side Highway there in Manhattan?
Yes, I have visited it.
Same. Do you remember the details of the tour?
Hell no, dude. I was young. I probably smoked a joint before we went. Hell no, I don't remember the details. I remember.
So it was memorable.
I could probably find the bathroom.
It was memorable for me because I was in the Scouts, and that was the year I was getting molested by my troop leader.
Okay.
So we're at the Intrepid, right? And
that's a nice place. He brought you to the Intrepid to molest you.
Yeah, dude.
That's nice.
Well, because it was a naval ship, and that's what they did in the Navy.
Oh, is that how he got you on it?
Right, exactly.
Gave you the experience.
Yeah. Right, the full-fledged experience.
Sounds to me like you had a good counselor.
Well, he was also the deacon at the church.
Look at that. Also spreading the word. Sounds like a good guy.
So we go there, right? And I'm actually, I was with my mom, and there was like, my mom was like the troop leader, and there was, a couple other parents, and it's these World War II vets, and the Intrepid was in Pearl Harbor. So these guys talk about what it was like getting bombed by the kamikazes.
Yeah.
with language from the 1940s, dog. I was like, dude, it was like we were like 7 and 8 years old, and we're just like, oh, like because it was an awesome story. We're like, yeah, and then the flying through, and they were coming in. We were pumping them full of lead, dude. They were like pumped up about it, dude.
And everybody started giving their only Asian kid in the class dirty looks.
We didn't have any Asian kids in our troop, bro.
The one kid named Klaus. Everybody started looking at Klaus different since then.
Well, it was the Japanese that did that. Klaus wasn't
down.
No, he wasn't involved in that. But it's really cool, dude, to see these like 80-year-old like all these guys had
the Germans
tattoos
doing during the First World War.
They lost, dude. They were losing big time during the First World War. Well, it was the
yes, I'm stupid, people.
No,
That's
no,
why
it's
I
okay.
say don't believe anything I say. I am stupid, but this is how I learn. I ask questions.
Yeah,
Please
so it would have been
continue.
England and France would have been on a side, right? And they would have been fighting Germany, kind of like the Austro-Hungarian Empire at that time. But it was really like I guess it was Wilhelm II. I think that was his name. Let me look this up.
But were the Japanese involved in that?
No. World War II, the Japanese were involved.
Oh.
Yeah. So what they did is
we fought in World War I too.
Yeah. Yeah. The US eventually, we did get brought into World War I.
All right.
Yeah. But Japan they weren't really involved at that time. But post World War I, they started going on their like, march. Dude, did you know that for like I think it was like 150 or 200 years, Japan didn't let anybody in? Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Really?
Dude, no white man at all could come into the country for a couple hundred years. Let me look it up.
Well, kudos to them, man. The white men tend to come in and, spread plagues and shit. You fucking feisty white people. I like white people. I've always gotten along with white people, black people, my Asians, my Orientals, my Chinese, my Jews. Got a couple of Jews that I like. Happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish people out there, right? Hanukkah started with Christmas this year, right? I think. I could be wrong. I got a new squatty potty for Christmas. Listen, man, if you ain't got one, you just, I don't care how good. Like Mark be like, I don't need one, dude. If you take good shits now, get yourself a squatty potty, and you could thank me later. Squatty potty. It's not just for old people. Although I guess I'm old in some sort of way. Well, no, I'm getting old, but who's getting young? Another year, man. Anybody got good plans for New Year's? What's your plans for New Year's, man?
I'm going out with my wife and her mom. It was her dad's birthday.
Did you get a nice dress?
I did not. We're going to the Crab Trap for lunch around 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Crab. Nice.
I get a steak. You know what they got? They got good pork chops over there. Real good pork chop.
Are you telling me that because I'm Puerto Rican and automatically you assume that all Puerto Ricans just eat pork chops?
I believe the first time you cooked for me, you made me.
I love pork chops.
And I am assuming that because of your race.
I just wanted to make sure we were on the same
Which
page.
is the Puerto Rican? Is it a race or is it a culture? What do you got? What do you consider yourselves?
I never give it much thought.
It's because you don't really think about much at all.
No.
Other than what piece of the puzzle is this?
Exactly, man. See, I don't get caught up in the man separation.
You're like, I can't find the 15th piece.
I don't get caught up in man separation of man. I'm Puerto Rican because people say I am, because my mother and father were born in a certain place. I don't get caught up in like, I gotta represent my culture. Although it'd be nice if, it'd be nice if some Puerto Rican kids would go, yo, he's inspiring. But the truth of the matter is, would I be upset if only white kids found me inspiring?
Those should be your Puerto Rican children that should find you inspiring.
They should. They should. Yeah. And the grandkid coming. So I'm hoping I do a better job as a grandparent.
I think you will. Lauren's in the house. She says, gay.
Lauren, what's up, Mama? She's in the house and she's in the house.
She's in the house and she is in the house.
Gay.
Stormy says there's an Oriental salad at a place here, and the only thing that makes it Oriental is crushed up ramen noodles on top. LOL.
That is great. Crushed up ramen noodles. They call it Oriental. That's great. Oh man. That's fantastic. I got the show. If anybody's looking for something to do, man, for New Year's, like I said, I don't think anybody's hit us up yet. If you want to get 2 free tickets to the New Year's show, just go to acjokes.com. Leave a message that says you were listening to the Rated G show. You want your 2 free tickets, and the first people we get, whoever gets there quick will get 2 free tickets. Give you something to do on New Year's, man. We got 2 shows, man. 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, if I'm correct.
Yeah, looks like you got a 10.
Yeah, 8. Well, the 10 o'clock's the midnight show. I'm headlining that one, if I'm correct.
Yeah, you guys got an 8.
Yeah,
Buddha's headlining
The 8.
the 8, and I'll be headlining the 10 o'clock show, which we do a toast and a toast of free champagne and watch the ball drop together. So it'd be nice to have anyone there from the Rated G family that comes out. That'd be dope. It's always a good time. And we got a great lineup, so it should be fun.
Who else is on it with you? That was Zach, Esco.
It's the whole original crew.
Oh,
minus the dead weight. It's me, Buddha, Ray, Zach, Brian, and our newest up and comer, Esco. So it should be a fun show. I'm headlining, man.
Lauren wants to know if we heard her say gay in the bedroom. I didn't hear her. Did you?
No.
Gotta be a little louder. You can just do our sound effects, Lauren. Just scream.
You can just scream. You're not allowed to scream.
Demore says, LOL.
But yeah, other than that, I'm probably just gonna do a little bit of drugs and
Oh, cool.
relax.
Which ones? Have you decided?
I don't know.
A little meth?
Maybe a little methamphetamine. Nah,
Dude, did you see that article I sent you today about the
Drink a
meth?
little, smoke a
Did you see
little.
that one?
Oh no, I didn't. I saw that you sent it. I didn't get to
Yeah.
read it. What was it?
So basically, they were like, "Wow, there's this new drug that helps people get off meth, and it's called Vyvanse." And I'm like, "Dog, that's like Adderall. Like Adderall's amphetamine salts. Vyvanse is lisdexamphetamine, but it's like, here, don't buy the cartel's meth. Buy ours.
It's better.
Yeah,
That's it.
of course.
That's all it is.
Yeah, but dude, Vyvanse isn't it's the least euphoric out of all of them. And if you're gonna take a pill, dude, I want the euphoria.
I want euphoria.
Right?
I don't want a drug with no euphoria.
It's not a drug if it's not euphoric.
No. Well, it is. It's a shitty drug.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even it's like one of the ones you don't abuse, Like there are those drugs like salvia. Salvia is not fun.
Like Wanna-Bump.
Like, wow. Yeah. Was that were you asking or
No,
are
I
you
said,
talking about the product?
I would say straight up, like
Yes.
Wanna-Bump. It's all the up,
Yes.
but no fun.
Oh.
It's got no, doesn't make you want to do stupid things, make bad choices. It just gets you up. Who the fuck wants to be up?
Gato said, imagine if Brian studied pharmacology instead of being a tester.
Yeah, Brian could have been a contender.
There's still time.
Instead, he chose to be a fuck up. But now, yeah, no. Look, we all get second chances. Some of us get third. This is like my 5th. Believe me, you can fuck up and keep going. Look at me.
You're like that guy in Game of Thrones with the eye patch. The guy who keeps getting brought back to life. What do you think? So the Game of Thrones, I was talking to my wife about this. There's 2 religions in it, right? There's the Light of the Seven, and then there's the Lord of Light. Those are the 2 ones we see. Now, personally, I think the 7, that religion, is Catholicism because it's a polytheistic religion. And the Lord of Light, although it looks a little like it's kind of like Old Testament, I think that's supposed to be Christianity.
What, the one with the witch?
Yes.
No. How would that be Christianity? There's no witches and shit like that in
They
Christianity.
didn't do burnt offerings, dude. There's a lot of burnt offerings.
Dude, you know how many fucking cultures have done burnt offerings?
Lord,
There's still country. They flip babies up there. And
which
shit
one
like
was
that.
only the only monotheistic
You're
religion?
bugging.
What I'm saying,
You're bugging. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Show me what ways.
Well, do you want to just tell me? Do you want to tell me I'm bugging, or would you like to listen?
I'm listening.
Okay. Step 1, Lord of Light. Okay. Lord of Light. That's what I to me it seems like
Satanism.
no.
Yes.
Oh, well, because the fire.
The fire, the Lord of Light.
Is that what they call Satan, the Lord of
Yeah.
Light?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
See, you know nothing. You know nothing, and yet
In
you
what?
try
What
to
do they? What do
use
they say this?
your
What do they say?
feeble
Where do they
mind.
say this, dude?
Look,
Oh, Timor says the Lord of Light is Jesus. Yep. Boom.
well,
bang.
no, they look. They refer to it as both.
Lucifer.
Okay, they'll Lucifer. Okay,
Who refers to it as both?
you know what I'm
The Bible?
saying? There's
In
in
the
order
Bible?
the people tend. It's two different.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Like,
comes to the
when I think
same
of light,
thing,
the
but when
Lord
you
of
come to it,
darkness to me would be
but
Satan.
when you go to it, you always got to go back to the proper text of what it was written in and how things are translated. So they're both translated into different things, but when you translate it, it comes into light. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words,
But the light of the Lord. If someone said, if you said the light of the Lord, that would be like the light of God to me. So the Lord of light.
Yeah, but Lucifer was also considered, like I said, some sort
Before
of
he was fallen or after?
Yeah, before Lucifer was before he fell.
Yeah, so that's still wouldn't
But
that still be on
Satanism.
God's side?
No, why? Because it was before. The fuck are you talking about, man?
Wait. Prince of Darkness, Son of God, Sunlight. Timor. Backing me up.
Look,
now
I'm
here, now hold on.
I'm not about to.
Now
look,
I also
sure
say the
I'm
one,
sure if I put you
the
on,
one
I'm sure if
true
I put
God,
you,
the one true God, right? The Lord of Light, the one true God, right? And then also everyone in there when they're talking about the Lord of Light says we don't know what His will for us is. Maybe we just have to keep going. We just need to know that He's there. Is the only thing that you need to know.
Okay, well then that's not Christianity because we know what the will of God is. Is that none shall perish, but that all shall come to Him through Jesus. That's His will. That all will come to know God, man.
I'm just saying.
God so loved the
I see
world
the
that He sent His
similarities.
only begotten Son, so that whoever shall believe in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. That is His will. But He gives us free will. To me, when I saw that, it just reminded me more of Satanism. It was a whole bunch of sacrifices and rituals and all that shit, you know, and that's not Christianity.
Well, yeah. Okay.
When it comes to witches, the Old Testament says don't fuck with them. When it comes to mediums, the Old Testament says don't fuck with them. It's not that they don't exist; it's that He says don't fuck with them. Don't practice their religions.
Pigeons.
Don't practice the religions of Molech.
Jesus, dude. 2 pigeons.
Well, no, there was, yeah, but that's why Jesus called.
Why did we stop doing that though?
Because it was done with Jesus. It was the final sacrifice that had to be made.
Got it.
Okay. You no longer have to sacrifice.
I haven't gotten that far yet.
You no longer have to sacrifice because blood has to be spilt. There has to. There's a cost for sin, and when you sin back in the day, they will confess their sins, put their hand on the animal, confess their sins onto the animal, and then the rabbi or whatever would sacrifice that animal, and that animal's blood would pay for that debt.
Okay, so that's the Lord of Light. Whatever you just described, that's just what the Lord of Light does.
Okay, well, Jesus was the final sacrifice. When He came, He was the final sacrifice that was made. They stopped doing it after that. Why? I don't know. You tell me. Some people still do that shit, but technically it's not done, you know. And why? Because all you have to do is just accept that sacrifice was on that table for you. It was on the cross for you, and then it's for you.
Got it.
And it covers. No one gets in on their works, dog. No one's gonna be able to go in and brag about why they should be there. No one deserves to be there. I know I don't, but I will be.
Gato says that's his word as interpreted by King James, allegedly. And Timor wants to know Jesus will return ?
He says He will. I don't know if I'll be here when He does.
Timor says,
I believe He will.
Eat the body, drink the blood every Sunday. Well, that's Catholicism.
That's Catholicism. Well, no, that's also Christian. Although most Christian places do it like once a month. They don't do
the
it like
communion.
every time. Yeah.
You mean? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the
I didn't know
communion
that.
thing. Jesus said to do this in remembrance of Him. You know.
Yeah, I was talking. Me and my wife were talking like Catholicism, bro. Polytheistic as fuck.
It's a straight up cult,
dude. Like all the shrines and stuff. Like some of my relatives will have
the same way. I'll say that the government of Israel is not the Israel that they talk about in the Bible, because there was no government of Israel that time of the Bible. So when you talk about governments are corrupt,
right?
So when they talk about the chosen, He's not talking about necessarily the people who are running that government. He's talking about the people, And it's the same thing with Catholicism, man. It's not true Christianity. You know what I'm saying? It's just not.
Right.
True Christianity is a personal relationship between you and God because you've accepted the sacrifice. Now the Holy Spirit's been awakened inside you, and the Holy Spirit speaks to you. It's a true and living God. It's a true experience that you have. And listen, man, I didn't want to go in this direction. He brought me in this direction. But I guess it's good to know for the New Year's. Because if anybody really and truly wants to change you, change who you are, the only one who could do that is Jesus, yo. Because this love just changes you. It's like being in a relationship with the best thing in the world. You just want to do better. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't, they still love you. It's like having an autistic child and an autistic girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Where you come home and you're like, listen, as long as you tell them, they're like, I love you. Doesn't even matter. Listen, I'm sorry.
That was more of a Downy than an autistic.
I mean a Downy. Yeah, Downy. Yeah. Downy. It's like having a Downy girlfriend or a Downy boyfriend. That you come home and you just confess what you did and they go, I still love you. Thank you for telling me. And I'm not trying to say that Jesus is a Downy, but I'm just saying that, you know, he has all the chromosomes. Let's put it that way.
Making sure she wasn't out there.
Oh, she's over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you looking. I'm like,
yeah, well, I heard that noise and then I was just like, all right, the door's still open. Gato says my cousin Jesus just came to visit for Christmas. Pronounced Jesus. And then Timor says, I'm convinced the Bible is set in North America.
Well, I'm not skilled enough to try to unconvince you of that. You know, I'm not skilled enough. But, you know, listen, the information is out there. You know, that's like, who's that? You know, that black dude that's always talking against Christianity? What's his name? Carson? Billy Carson? Is that his name? Yeah, Billy Carson. He just went up against a Christian dude, man. I would advise everybody to check out that debate, man, because, you know, when you deal with someone who actually knows what they're talking about, then it comes down to now it's up to you to decide whether or not, you know, don't ask me the questions. I got a GED. I only know what I've lived. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's people out there. If you really want to know, the information's out there. I always say we're all as close to God as we want to be. You know, even me. We're all as close as we want to be. If you want to be closer, then get closer, man. You know what I'm saying? He stands at the door and knocks. You know, this all got serious. Well, it's Sunday.
Knock,
he had on his Sunday's clothes and shit, so I figured, you know, let's bring him to church.
What do you think? You like the outfit? Do I look nice?
Yeah, I think you look nice, man.
Thanks, man.
I think you look nice. I mean, you got to eat a little more.
Well, what I'm trying to do is act like.
Where do you get your clothes? At the Lanky and Long shop?
Nordstrom, actually. Thanks for asking very much. If you must know where I shop, it's Nordstrom.
I thought it was at the
Lanky on Fifth Avenue.
I thought it was Lanky. I thought it was Lenny's Lanky and Long shop over on Lenox.
Well, at least I can shop in the adult section.
You know how many little Chinese hands had to make those shirts?
Yeah. You fit in the kid size Nikes? It's nice, dude. They're like 75% of the cost.
Float. If we're ever on a boat that goes down, I could always hop in one of those shits and just paddle. Those are like little kayaks.
No, but I could shove it so far up your ass. It could come out your mouth. That's what my dad used to say to me all the time. If you don't shut up, I'm going to put my foot so far up your ass.
Well, your father, when he said that, I would be like, I take that seriously because your father looks like a tough man. You don't. You have your mother's, you have your mother's toughness.
He used to beat me with a nightstick after school sometimes. Like I would come home, dude, and he'd be hiding behind the door.
I would argue he didn't do that enough.
You're probably right.
Because you still got onto drugs.
Well, see, the problem with him,
you gotta do it like where enough you don't do drugs, but not so much you shoot up a school.
This is why I mouthed off to the cops, dude, because my dad was a cop and he used to
think you could get away with it.
No, he used to assault me. So I was used to having, you know, the little part of the nightstick, you know, when they put it in your neck in the ground like that, the little part. Have you ever seen them do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do that to me. And
like if you didn't go to bed, would he handcuff you, take you to the bump bed, and then put your head down and push you into the bump bed?
Usually the radiator in the basement.
Listen, man, bring back those days, man. That's when kids behaved. But then again, like I said, you rebelled. You didn't accept and receive the punishment.
Okay.
You gotta understand that you're the fuck up in that, and it hurts them more than it hurts you.
Kato says Brian is in his hot boy moment. Let Brian shine. The beatings didn't guide him directly to the dealers. Themore says, God of the Bible is pretty ruthless. God killed everyone on earth. Lucifer killed no one.
And that, my friend, is how conniving he is. You know how good it is to lead so many people.
Dude, it's like Diddy, bro. He's like
you know how
Diddy.
many people. You know how good you got to be to lead so many people to destruction and not get blamed for it.
Woo!
That's amazing, man. It really is amazing. I tell you, I'm no match. You know, I'm no match for that, man. But he's the great deceiver, man. And the information is out there. Like I said, I'm not even going to try to pretend that I'm equipped enough to sit there and debate.
There's no need
about things. I just know what I know, and I know that you can know it too. Because if I know it, then anyone can know it. I don't keep it to myself, but I don't force people on my riches. I don't force my riches upon people. I don't keep them to myself. I offer them out. But
Gato says, as good as the U.S. government. LOL. Who's as good as the U.S. government? Not sure what that was in reference to.
I don't know, man.
I like the setup we got going on here today. It's a nice little nice shot.
I got my llama out today, man. I got my Bob Ross. Wait, where's my Bob Ross? There's my Bob Ross. This is one of my gifts that I got. Because anyone who knows, I like Bob Ross, so I got my little Bob Ross, man, from D. Thank you, D.
Gato said Satan is as good as the U.S. government.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're all Satanists.
I know, dude.
They're all Satanists. And that's just the truth. I mean, all you got to do is just look up, do your studies in Satanism and then look at what the government does.
I'm not reading any of those books.
I've read them all.
You got them on your shelf?
I read the Book of Magic. It was a tough read, and it was the only book that I've ever read that literally gave me a headache. Every time I read it, it gave me migraines. Every fucking time I read it, But
yeah, I think I told you I read those.
You got to study to show.
I read those Emerald tablets.
I read those. And here's the fucked up thing: is like I'm not good with remembering things and shit, like on a level of being able to actually, share it in the right way all the time. But I cannot be. But I know it when I see it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I know when a motherfucker's trying to deceive me or when it's not of God. And that's because that's what the Holy Spirit does. It gives you discernment. I don't lean on my own wisdom because I see where that got me. I did that for 36 years.
What, leaned on yourself?
Leaned on myself, did it my way, and it got me nowhere.
Yeah, I got to about,
and I did all
27.
that while claiming to believe in God. That's why, it's hard sometimes to talk to people that are like, no, I know exactly what you're talking about, dog, and then they do everything in their own power.
It's so easy to see too, bro.
Yeah,
like the self-will run riot kind of a thing.
Like,
it's so
God,
easy to see on
God has given
people.
me the discernment to do it on my own. Not really how it works.
Yeah, no.
But whatever. I judge, but I try to judge on a worldly sense. I judge. We all judge certain people I don't hang out with because I judge them and go, this is not a good person to hang out with.
Gato says adrenochrome. Yummy.
Yo, if you
and then it says rip Jimmy Carter, Trump our savior.
Jimmy Carter died?
Jimmy Carter died. Yeah,
Did he?
Jimmy. Yeah. Yep.
Somebody else died recently.
Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson.
Did I ever tell you about the time I met Ricky?
No.
Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
It was actually right over here.
Say no, right?
It was right over here at the Atlantic City Surf Stadium.
House. Oh.
No.
It's not as cool now.
So he was playing minor league ball, right? And the guy, what was his name? Mitch Williams. He was the pitcher for the Phillies in the 93 World Series. Gave up a home run to Joe Carter. It's kind of besides the point. But anyway, Ricky's playing shortstop for some reason. And weirdly, there's some guy sitting like 10 rows behind us who's like heckling him the whole game and yelling like kind of racial slurs.
The worst shit you could think of, man.
Dude, yes, bro.
Yeah.
Like crazy
I don't know what makes
shit.
people think that just because they bought a ticket, they're allowed to just totally abuse another human being verbally.
And Ricky,
I mean, you suck is fine, but they be saying some crazy shit.
It was nuts.
Bring mothers into it.
To the point where my dad was he was still on duty as a cop then. He went up to the guy and flashed his badge and was like, yo, if you don't want to spend the night in the AC lockup, like shut your fucking mouth, right? And Ricky saw that my dad did that. And after the game, he came up to us, but during the game, he was jawing back and forth with the guy, like Ricky was. And he goes, yo, I'm driving a black Mercedes. This tag, meet me in the parking lot. I'll whoop your ass after the game, dude. Like, just fucking calling him out, dude.
Yo, I mean, remember Ron Artest?
Dude.
Ron Artest from the bridge, dog. Queens Bridge, dog. They threw some shit at him. He ran to the crowd. He didn't give a fuck. He was
I didn't know he was
everyone.
from Queensbridge.
Yeah, dude.
It makes so much more sense why he did that.
Yeah, and why he has issues.
Right, yeah.
He's very open about his issues, man, and I get it. Believe me, man, I get it. But, yo, that dude, he did what you do. Motherfucker gonna throw some shit at you because you lost or made a bad call or did something stupid. Man, fuck that. He just started hitting everybody who was in the vicinity.
Yeah, so
I think he punched everybody but the person who actually hit him with the fucking drink.
We should watch that. That's a fun thing to watch.
Oh, man, that was an amazing. That's when fucking sports was great.
Yeah, none of this fucking Saudi Arabian-owned bullshit now. You know, they did like the cup, like it was an Emiratis Cup or something. It was like a mid-season tour. I'm like, is this the finals? I'm like, I thought the finals were like later in the year. But Ricky came up to us after the game and gave me an autographed ball. That's pretty cool.
His left or his right one?
His right. And we talked.
That's Nike.
We talked for a little
that's
while.
The bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that. He gave you the bigger one?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bro, his like calf muscles were like tree trunks, bro. The dude was huge.
Yeah,
shredded.
When you were sucking on his left ball, you holding on to him like this, wrapped around
just,
him like
just on the one. Why are you always going to the gay shit, bro? It's always
I'm
gay with you. It's always
gay.
Feel
like
dude.
Everything you do is gay.
Yeah. Why? Is it because I have nice hair and I dress well? Is it because I'm thin?
Yeah.
I'm neat and I'm tall. I'm tall, I'm thin, and I'm neat. That's why people think I'm gay.
Yeah, and you don't really like work. So I feel like you have a sugar daddy somewhere.
Sugar mama.
No. I think you have a sugar mama, and I think you have a sugar daddy.
Yeah, I'm double dipping, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I'm double dipping. I double dip that chip.
You're gross.
Yeah, but I have 3 debit cards in my wallet. How many do you have? It's always really funny, dude, when I use my wife's and I'm like scanning the card and it says Christina on it. Swipe.
Shit. Did she sign a prenup? Did she make you sign a prenup?
No.
You're a traditional man, right? You're like, I'm not signing no prenup. What do you think I
was
am?
like, absolutely not.
Think I'm some whore that you can just throw away and not have to pay?
No, I actually said the same thing that you said and got it from you. I said, if we get divorced, I'm just grabbing my video gear and I'm out. That's it. Everything else, it's all for you.
I mean, that's easy to say when you don't have a house.
She's gonna buy it
or a car or fucking any of that shit. Once you have all that shit, you're like, look, you can keep the house. Let me take the fucking car. And she's like, no, I want the car. And you're like, you're keeping the fucking house. Can't I just get the car? I gotta drive around. I gotta fucking find another job so I could pay you alimony and child support. No, I want it all. Fuck.
Well, you know.
And all is all. Half the shit I don't even fuck with. I want half your video games. You don't even play video games. I don't care.
No, but what happened to you?
No, I said I left everything.
Except the Xbox, right?
Except my Xbox, my video games, and my 55-inch that I had to wait online and fight motherfuckers. I had to kill a man for that 55-inch on a Black Friday. I haven't slept the same since. And that shit was coming with me. Even though I felt like there were ghosts in there. So I finally got rid of it. I gave it to Buddha.
The TV?
Yeah.
Ghosts from what?
The man I had to kill. I feel like he was in it. You know, what's fucked up is
possible.
It took them a day to find him in aisle 3. Because that's how crazy shit was. You know, he wasn't the only body that was found. They found one in aisle 7 too. I feel bad for who had to do that cleanup.
Did they find building 7 in the cleanup? Clean up in building 7. All of the government's records gone.
I feel like I could start telling lies so easily, and sometimes they're good, that I just might be kind of not psychopath. What do they call it?
It's the game of many faces from Game of Thrones. Let's try it. You tell me a lie. and then I'll beat
I'll
you
smack
if
you
it's
in the
wrong.
face.
Yeah.
What religion was that? Monks?
I think. Who was it?
What religion would that be?
The many-faced God. I'm not sure. What do you? I don't want to.
That too would be Satanism.
You think so? Yeah, probably it would be
I think it
Satanism.
all
Wouldn't
would.
it?
I think
Yeah.
all three of them.
You think so? Yeah.
All religion.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I would actually. I agree with that statement.
A religion is nothing like a place like your place. Like your place. A land like your land. But it's not your land.
Gary, this land is your land.
This land ain't my land.
Atlantic City to the Ventnor Isles.
For Long Island. Oh man.
To the Crackhead Forest.
See that?
The last cigarette is for me and you.
No, this last cigarette for me, bitch.
This last cigarette is for me and you.
You don't even cough like I cough. You don't deserve
That's because my lungs are perfect condition, son. I got no phlegm.
You got longer.
Zero phlegm. Yeah,
That's
because my
fucked
lungs
up.
are long, and what
You
happens
got-
is the smoke, it goes up and down through them
No.
much easier than your little baby lungs, dude. Dude,
That's
you and
not-
Mama Cat have the same size lungs, dude. They're
that's not
tiny,
what
dude.
it is.
Your tongues are liney. You take
We
one little,
have-
you take one little tiny puff, and they're full. you have stunted pulmonary, son. Your pulmonaries are stunted. Like your stature is stunted.
You know what it is? Is that
The only
You're
thing-
right.
The only thing not
I
stunted is that
agree.
nose, dog.
I agree. You're gonna talk about noses, dog. I could like grab you by the back of the head and bash your face against the wall. It would take me 4 times before I even caught your lips. Before I even hit your forehead. Your forehead and your mouth wouldn't even touch the wall.
I'm elastic, son.
You are.
I can bend.
You're not as much
You
elastic
drop
as
something
you
under
are.
the couch, I'm getting it.
I bet you feel taller in your house. I feel like you come here and you feel like you lost your superpowers.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't get it. In my house, I could reach right into the kitchen and grab shit out the refrigerator from my couch.
I have a shore home now, Gary. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, sure is small.
Oh man, this is where we start getting punchy in the episode. I'm enjoying
I
this.
feel like we've been a little punchy all day, but that's
Yeah.
fun.
Mm.
You know what that means. I love you, dog. That's what that means,
I
man.
love you too.
You know, and I'm happy to be spending this year. You know, what better way to go in the new year? I got my lady locked in the room, not laughing around.
Dude,
I got
you
my
didn't have to
friend
chain
here.
her to the fucking radiator.
No,
though,
she
dude.
tries
That
to
was
escape.
excellent.
She tries to escape every
Oh.
now and then, man.
Yeah. Every
know,
door in
every
Gary's
time-
house locks from the outside.
Every time I try to give that freedom, she lets me down and tries to escape. So I training people.
Is
It's
that
like,
why
you
we
ever
watched that Cassie
you ever
video
watch-
for so
listen,
long? You were taking
You ever
notes.
watch How to Train Your Dragon?
No.
You should, because that is all a metaphor on how to put your woman in check.
Dragon, because they spit fire of hate.
Yeah,
Words of hate. Like
dragons.
your comedy sucks.
Yeah, you know that's the shit. That's you can say what you want about me. I don't give a fuck. But
Your stand-up is weak.
I never forget that model chick.
I never even laugh.
That model chick said, "You're no artist." I said, "What?" I said, "What the fuck did you just say?" Lost my mind, yo. I said, "Listen, you sing what other people create. I create things out of nothing. You 2-bit whore. How dare you?
You 2-bit Slavic.
You
bitch.
fucking, you trollop. How dare you?"
Is that when you mollywopped her right after?
Nah, I just fucking stood up, took one more rail of her cocaine, and then
Nice,
said,
dude.
I'll show myself out. And I walked out and then tried to go back to sleep for like 5 hours. Like,
Yeah, you should have stayed till you came down a little more.
nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'll go dissing my fucking art, yo. You don't have to like it. You know what I'm saying? But don't say I'm not an artist.
I didn't say that. I just said you were a bad
No, I
comedian.
didn't say you here in the house with me. You're not gonna say that to me. You just said I'm a bad comedian. Yeah, I'm super bad.
Like you're bad. Bad
Yeah.
to the bone.
I'm super bad, dog. I'm super bad. I don't give a fuck. People always say you funny. I say, I don't know. You tell me. It's that simple. Because here's the thing, man. I'm not even the funniest guy in my neighborhood. I made, when they asked, they go to Ravenswood, man. There's a thing called Ravenswood for Life that I'm on. And it's all people from the hood, you know. And they say, who's the funniest person in the hood? And there was like mad people getting named, not me. And then someone finally puts like on the 50th, 60th comment, honorable mention. And I come in third in honorable mention, you know. But here's the funny thing. Other than the dude who came in second, ain't none of them comedians. So fuck, you know. And even the dude who came in second, he does comedy.
Some dog, what?
You know, no. If I did that, I'd probably be much more well known.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Come on, man.
King Ansel says, Brian, roll the promo for your doc. Not ready yet.
Really?
It's not ready yet, and we're not gonna roll a 5-minute commercial during the.
No, you just roll a clip of it. Nah, a little tease, a little.
No, you got to watch the whole thing. Now, you know what? I actually, so I let it sit, and this is something you should actually try. Don't think it's just funny immediately and say it. You should like work on it a little bit before you just blurt it out of your mouth. Yeah. Oh, don't use that one, G. You're supposed to use the other one. He just called me the R word, everybody. And by R, I mean racist. He called me a racist. He called me a reptilian. No, so I watched the doc promo, the one that I sent to you.
You are reptilian. I think you tuck your tail.
What's that?
I think you tuck your tail. Fucking disgusting. Fucking lizard. Gross, man. Put that thing away, man. Do
you like a long tongue or a fat tongue?
Like it's a good thing.
like
it's a good thing vaginas don't have eyes. Because if they did, that's what she would see.
Yeah, that's one point you never see. Point of view from the pussy.
That's how you do it.
You
look very like I feel like you say like that a lot. Like that.
I do. Am I hurting you?
With my rough, dry tongue. You could do fucking MSRs with that dry ass tongue.
MSRs? What are MSRs?
What are the MSR? What else they called? Where you listen to the sound?
ASMR. Yeah, ASMR. Yeah, no. I had a job licking envelopes for a while. That wasn't fun.
You know, do you think there was once a time that someone got paid to lick envelopes before they realized all you have to do is dab a tissue with water?
I'm not sure. Who do you think would be the best at it?
And would that have been like taking roids? Like they were like, dude, you only did 500 envelopes today, man. Tommy over there did like 2,000.
Yeah, but he's using a tissue, dude.
You know,
he's got that little sponge and the little thing of water. You know, they used to have that at the cash register.
Yeah,
the lady.
Well, she would lick a finger and then touch the sponge.
No, she would go like this. She'd go, and then hit the sponge. Oh, I just got spit all over the controller.
You're spitting all over my house, dog. You bring dog shit in on your sneakers. Bubblegum. No, it's bubblegum.
It was bubblegum, dude. I was so upset.
You know what, man? That's the problem. Your head is so far from the ground. You can't see this. That's why you always step in shit. You can't see the fucking ground.
Well, dude, that's what you're for.
That's
why I have you as a friend, because you're closer.
You need glasses.
And you got the nose. You can smell down and see if there's anything down there.
Why is the nose? I don't feel like
it's not big. It just got a weird shape.
That's what your lady said about your dick. It's not big. It's just got a weird shape.
He's crooked, dude. I have to hard.
Yeah, but it's crooked twice in 2 different directions.
I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Beware of curve.
You gotta get those arrows, those yellow arrows that let you know you need to leave 2 of them.
No, yeah, dude. My pediatrician wanted me to. My pediatrician wanted me. It was really weird, dude. They gave me this little bamboo stick.
He still goes to a pediatrician, yo. He sits on the table and his feet touch the floor.
I want the lollipop, G. She gives me a lollipop. Here's my pediatrician. She gave me a piece of bamboo because she was Vietnamese, Dr. Mangabon, right? And I was supposed to take this piece of bamboo and string it around my dick, right?
To straighten
it out. You know, like what they do with those kids in Africa with like the neck extensions. It's kind of like the same thing. So what happened was my dick was so strong, it actually bent the bamboo, but it lengthened it.
She said
it lengthened it.
She said, we normally put a piece of bamboo to straighten that out, but we never seen so many curves on such a short-sized dick. We can't put the they're too close together. It's like when you get shot and they can't remove the bullet because it's too close to the heart.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's just like that.
We can't do the bamboo for you.
So I still have it attached, is what you're saying. The bamboo's still there.
No, what I'm saying is you got a slinky.
A slinky?
You got a little slinky that, you know, like when the slinkies start getting stretched out and you go to put them together, but some of them still stick out the side.
Yeah, then you're trying to twist it around and then get it back to its original shape.
You push this one and this one pops out. You push that one and that's what you do, you know?
Yes.
Shit.
That's why I got married, though, G. So I didn't just keep having to explain.
That woman loved you.
Well, dude, you know how hard it was explaining.
She stands up for you. She'll
it's like,
stand
listen,
up. She'll be, I love my lanky Lester and his slinky dick.
You know that conversation you used to have with every woman before you had sex with her? Yeah, you were like, listen, it's not contagious. It's just a wart, right? That's like conversation.
Is that the conversation
you would have? No, you would have.
Then
I got married, so I didn't have to go through the slinky.
My lips are so perfect. It's ridiculous. Do you know? Women just say it all the time. Like, oh my God, your lips are just perfect.
Your pussy lips.
They're like perfect.
Think you're stanky pussy.
Man's perfect manly lips. You know, like you wouldn't know about that
on a woman's face.
You have women's on you have lips like Steve Tyler's fucking
women
daughter.
Would kill for my eyelashes, dog. They would kill for my eyelashes. You know how many women told me that?
Dude,
they love my
all,
eyelashes.
I thought you meant eyebrows.
Look at yours. Your eyelashes
are incredible.
Are second to mine.
Are incredible.
All right, close up.
Incredible.
Get close up. Close up.
Oh man, hold on.
Here you go. Get him in there. Yeah, bend down a little closer to. Closer to the screen.
Dude, look. First of all, just look at these eyelashes.
Look at those.
Those shits look like they're losing your hair.
Look at them.
You look like you're not losing it on your head. You're losing them on your eye. You're not gonna have eyelashes when you get old. You're gonna fucking be sitting there with a whole head of hair and no eyebrows or eyelashes. You're losing it on your eye. You saw them gaps? Motherfucker had gaps.
I'm sorry. I'm not the
where do I
bald one. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Here, tilt it down. Look at this U-shaped, this classic male pattern baldness. Yeah, and what do you think's going
I got
next?
Venus flytraps up on this bitch, dog. What are you talking about? This motherfucker crazy with his littles. Your eyelashes are as lanky as the rest of you. Fucking
They're
lanky lashes. That's what you got. Lanky lashes. That's a lanky lash Licata right there.
Stormy's laughing. Stormy finds it very, very funny.
No, I'm just
Raven
saying.
wants to know, Brian, are you stepping on shit again? I try not to. I
don't know.
asked Gary to walk me to the car. on his hands and knees.
So
sniffing
to
it
point
out.
out the shit. It's not my fault, dude. You need glasses.
What?
You need glasses. You can't see from where your feet, from your head to your feet. You can't see.
Yeah,
You
well,
didn't need glasses.
I'm
so we gotta-
nearsighted.
Well, we gotta start putting weights on your head to shorten that neck. Bring it down a little bit.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
puff it out. Look like a little Michelin neck. Get your little fucking tire neck.
Yeah, dude, you know what's weird?
You know what's fucked up
I
when
was
you
the
got that
same weight when I was born that I am today.
and the same length.
No.
The
I was
doctor just
chubby
kept
as a
pulling.
kid.
Doctor had to throw you over his shoulder. Just keep pulling.
It was her. It was a her doctor.
It was a her doctor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they put me. They put
That
me.
explains a
They
lot.
put me in a pink blanket in the nursery, and I've been a little light in the loafers ever since.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you are light in your loafers. That's why I think those shoes float.
Stormy says it's hilarious. What? Gary's proportions? I agree. They're very
We've
funny.
already had this conversation.
No, this is the
dog.
thing, Gary. You know,
There's
some
nobody more
comedians, some
perfectly
comedians are
proportionate than you.
naturally funny, and some are funny looking. You're the latter.
Y'all know what I'm saying, right?
Are you with me? Just let me know if you ever need to get booked at the mothership, dude. I got you.
Yeah, I know. For real. Yo,
I'll take you in the back door. You just gotta suck Tony's dick before you
I
go.
don't like the way you talk, man. I think all your fucking.
I don't like the way you look.
You love the way I look.
I don't like the way you smell. I don't like the way you sound. I don't like the aura you give off. It's like, dude, originally when I first met you, it was like a nice orange glow, but now it's like a puke green. It's like baby vomit. That's the color of your aura.
Are you trying to hurt my feelings?
It's like a bile. That's the color I would describe it as.
I'm sensing a lot of pent up aggression. I feel like, in all honesty, I feel like I'm not the one you're mad at. And it's not your fault.
Who is it?
It's not your fault.
Do you want to get to the root of the problem?
Dude, it's not your fault.
I just want to say Oriental and feel okay about it for once.
I just think that, you suffered through a lot of rejection in your life. Like your parents never really loved you. It's obvious they loved your brother more. And that you was an accident on some wild weekend.
Dude, how did you know, dude?
And
they're on vacation in the Outer Banks.
Well, no, it's
late August, 1990, and it
it's
rained.
obvious because
It rained all
I
week.
remember during your wedding when it was the fall, when you had to dance with your mother, you had to drag her out of the chair. Like she didn't want to dance with you. She held onto the chair, you dragged the whole chair across the thing, and then finally like kicked it out from under her.
How dare you?
And made her dance with you. And then your brother came and cut in, and then she smiled. It was actually the first time she smiled, other than when you said I do, and she knew you were finally out the house.
You know what's interesting is I could stare at you and act like I'm listening, but completely tune out everything you just said.
Well, that's all right. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the beautiful, brilliant listeners that I relate to.
Stormy said your eyelash competition. LOL. I don't think eyelashes are usually something females look at
but they
for
know
sexual
this.
attraction. But
They
I am
know
jealous of Brian's eyelashes.
Of Brian? No, yeah, it says I'm jealous of both y'all. Yeah, no, listen, his eyelashes suck. My shits, because that's the thing, is he gave me the worst of the cameras. My shits, man. Always,
you got
always
like $6,000 on
you
you
can't
right now,
even
G.
do this, man. You can't even do this. You can't even do that.
I think
You
I
do
just
that
saw
shit,
I
you
saw a
focus
moth
on your eye.
fly out of your eye.
I told you I got Venus flytraps.
You get styes all the time.
Ever since I moved out to your dirty fucking city where you were born.
I'm not from Atlantic City.
Close enough. Fucking fuck you.
It's all right, Gary. I know when you started the show, you were going through a tough time, and I've been your punching bag, and I'm okay to do with that because I'm sacrificing so you don't wiggle your dick at any Dunkin' Donuts in the tri-state area.
That's what you sound like. That's you right now. Sound like fucking Beaker. Swedish me.
Diana says, "Merry Christmas. It looks so festive."
Hey, Diana, what's up? How are you feeling today? I don't know if you just joined us, but this dude was trying to say he had better eyelashes than me. You're fucking insane, yo. You're insane, man. You know, you got the height.
Am I insane?
You got the height.
Or am I just so sane that it hurts
look,
your brain?
You got the height thing on me, but you also look like you skipped leg day, chest day, and arm day. All right. You didn't miss head day though. That shit looks real muscular. You got a real muscular head on you.
What size hat is that you got?
The right size, bitch. You're not Butters, dog. I could see you. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see Butters. Well, I know he was fucking.
Diana says, "Just cleaned up Christmas. Got to get it out all before New Year's."
See what I'm saying? That's when you get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out by New Year's, man. See, I got another Bob Ross over here too, man. Chilling out.
The camera's not on you.
I don't give a fuck. I was talking to you that time.
I was listening that
This
time.
motherfucker thinks he got something, man. You ain't got shit on me. You ain't got shit on me.
I got shit on my shoes, son.
Yeah, on a regular.
Dude, I bought
You should just get those
4 pairs of those
shoes. You should just
Reeboks.
get them delivered to your house monthly. I'm telling you, you think that's the last pile of shit? Do you know I can't even remember the last time I stepped in shit.
It's because you have a
You
bad
step in
sense
it
of smell
all the time.
I
All
know,
the
dude.
time.
What's up with that?
You're attracted, like your feet. You could be about to step and it'll just go right to the side.
That's because my feet are big.
Step on this shit. Do you slip?
That's the worst, dude. When you hit it and your foot slides a little bit, you're like, motherfucker. I hope that was a wet leaf, dude. But you know the consistency. You know it's not, dude. And what I do every time, dude, is I step right out of the shoe. I leave the shoe in the shit.
Or do you? That's how you know, because you walk out of the shoe.
I walk out of the shoe.
I feel like there's a bunch of big turns out there, dude.
Dude, there's a bunch of there's like
It's always the big
there's
ones
like
you step
4
in.
left Reeboks.
Nobody ever steps in a little bit of shit. You only step in the big piles.
Yeah, I've stepped in small dog
Listen,
shit.
Slippy Magoo. You let me tell you, okay? Little
Slippy Magoo.
I know what's gonna happen one day when I'm with you. We're gonna be walking. A rat's gonna run across. We're both gonna jump back like 2 little bitches, and you're gonna land right in the pile. You're gonna jump out, and you're gonna slip. Slip.
Diana wants to know who's after you, Brian. You know who's after me? Every woman who loves eyelashes. That's who's after me. I'm fighting them off like flies, dude. Fleas. I have to swat them away. They're like, "Oh my God, Brian, your eyelashes are so beautiful." I walk around New York City. When I was in LA, I got asked to be a mascara model.
Yeah, they wanted you to be the mascara.
Yeah.
That bitch had a very big face. They wanted to put you on it like an eyebrow. You got another lanky motherfucker just like you.
They put me in a big furry caterpillar suit and just stitched me up to her eye.
I feel like in the school play, you played the street pole.
She says, I said,
you had 2 signs on your arms that said Avenue and Street. And you just stood there.
She said, your head is on a swivel. That's what she says.
Yeah, a swivel stick. You look like a candy apple.
How? How do I look like a candy apple?
You like
A candy apple will be short and squat with a little stem coming out of the top.
No, you got the long stick and the big head. You look just like a candy apple.
You look like a jalapeno popper. Like the same shape. You even curl down at the bottom.
You look like a dangling
And you
wire
look like
after a hurricane. You know those wires that dangle like they don't quite hit the floor? You look like a fucking snake with a face. Oh shit, man. Oh.
You look like you're gonna bomb tonight. And I'm gonna be there in the back laughing.
I'm gonna remember you said that.
There's gonna be some special jokes for me tonight.
No, I'm just gonna remember you said that.
Oh,
You just wish me a bad day at work. And I feel like that's kind of like where the line is.
oh.
I figure that's like, we need a line somewhere. I figure-
And you crossed it. You crossed the line.
You are an habitual line crosser.
I'm America. And P. Diddy. Diana says,
you
I
get
wish
more
I was
liberal.
stoned for this.
You get more liberal every day. Because now you just talk gibberish. That means nothing. This dude thinks he fucking means something to anybody. No one's gonna mourn you.
Your funeral will be empty, dude. You'll die and nobody will care.
You're gonna be, you're gonna be buried in a box. They're not even gonna write fragile on it or handle with care. They're just gonna stand it up in a corner in some warehouse somewhere. No one's gonna claim you. No one is gonna claim your body.
Nobody will mourn you. That's the worst thing anybody's ever said to me. Dude, by far the worst, meanest thing that anybody's ever said. And I have snot coming out of my nose. I'm bending over. Oh.
That's dope, man. Now, if anybody ever asks you the question, what's the meanest thing that anybody's ever said to you?
It was my best friend. An hour and a half into the show. Nobody will mourn you.
In a zombie apocalypse, you are the first one I would sacrifice.
You don't think I'd be useful?
And that would be after a vote. They'd be like, no one needs a videographer.
You could use me as a weapon. You could fortify my limbs.
Nah, we wouldn't even throw you in, man. They'd be done with you in 2 seconds. You ain't got no meat on
Stormy
those
says,
bones.
take it back to Brian. LOL.
Nah, I wouldn't even throw you into the
Dude, it'd be so hard for you to know if I turned.
Oh no, I'd know. You'd stand up straighter. And you'd make sense when you talk.
Yeah, I'd be like, Gary, that was a funny joke.
Yeah, right before I drive my pencil through your forehead.
Ooh,
Put you out of your
okay. Here's a
misery.
question. You're in.
I'd shoot you in a heartbeat.
You're in
If I
the.
saw you turn, I wouldn't even be like questioning.
What do you
I
have to?
wouldn't be like,
How do you kill a zombie? Is it a
gotta
silver
shoot him in the
bullet?
head.
Oh.
Silver bullet. What are you up against? Vampire zombies?
I think it's werewolves, actually.
Silver bullets.
The werewolf. Yeah, the
Yeah.
werewolf.
Yeah, silver
Yeah.
bullet. My ass.
It is a full moon, and I shaved my chest this morning.
I'm pretty sure if you threw a fucking werewolf into a tree cutter, one of those tree where it just spits out dust,
Oh.
I'm sure that would kill it.
Okay, here's a question.
You'd have to separate the bags
Mhm.
because who knows, they all come back together. But who cares if you got a foot in one fucking dump and a foot in another dump?
All right, you're in The Walking Dead. What is your murder weapon of choice? Well, you just said you have to shoot him. Okay, so you're in Atlantic City.
No, because shooting brings more.
Oh, the sound of the gun?
Yeah, and plus you also got to keep your bullets for people. Because people are the ones who are going to be shooting back at you.
Right.
I like the samurai sword if it's actually samurai going through shit. That's nice to have.
Like the one that can cut through a shoe.
Like a Ginsu.
Yeah, the Ginsu.
Yeah, like if it can cut a can, it can go through a zombie.
Yeah. Okay.
or a baseball bat, something
Yeah.
with a little distance.
Yeah,
I got a good swing. I could take one out,
Yeah,
knock them all down. Then when they're on the floor, just keep bashing in their skulls.
I think I would go with a pipe wrench. Is what I want, like a big, like those big orange pipe wrenches.
I don't want something too heavy.
Well,
that's
for
like
those little arms, it would be way too heavy for you, dude.
In Fear of the Walking
You would get a
Dead,
little league bat, a t-ball bat. Is what
actually, what I would want, I would probably want
a little fish bat.
I'd probably walk around with 2 wooden bats on each side and one in my hand because eventually they would break. But wooden bat is better than a metal bat.
And it would be so cool to hear them dragging on the ground behind you because that wooden bat sound, it's that really nice like clink clink against the ground, and they'd be hanging down, dragging on the ground behind you.
Whatever, and
I would always know where you were at because it'd be drawing like a little trail
or like a nice sword, a good sword.
Same, also dragging on the ground, but it's a little more that metal scratching sound.
No, because you put it in its what's that? Fucking, what do you put it in? The sheath? What is that?
What is it? A sheep? A sheep?
Sheath.
Sheath.
Sheath. I was close.
Sheep.
But is that what it's called, or do you just unsheath it?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
I think it's de-sheath.
Nah, man. I would just have the sword, and I would take the very first opportunity I had where you were close enough to one that I was swinging at to miss and chop off the top of your head, right at the eyebrows. And then when you hit the floor, I'd say, "You're right. You do have nice eyelashes."
Well, thanks, man. That's nice. I'm glad we come. And I think you're a great comedian.
Thank you. Would you tell
my favorite
tell me
comedian
that before I turn?
Nah, I'd probably just let you die. I think having you think. I thought.
Yeah, but I think I go with the sword. And then when it comes to guns, I would like revolvers are great, short things, I like revolvers, maybe like a nice
Diana would want a bow and arrow with a retractable arrow.
Well, the arrows are good because you can pull them out of their head and reuse them.
Raymond liked my little league bat comment. I thought that was funny too. Thank you, Raymond.
Anyway.
Were you reenacting your altar boy experience?
Yo, dude, I never got molested as an altar boy. And I think I still feel a lot of rejection because of that.
Is that what it is? Is that what this tough exterior is about?
That's really what it was. Yeah. I used to throw it at Father Dave too, man. I'd be like, "Come on, Father Dave. You want this."
When you were putting on the robe, you would bend over anyway, even though you didn't have to.
Yeah, man. They were like, "Oh, why every time I tell you to get the wine, you always go to the bottom shelf? You know what's on the top." I made sure whenever I bend, I never bent at the knees, always at the waist.
That's nice.
Yo, man, I was inviting them, dude. I sent them every fucking sign I could, even a Valentine's Day card. I said, "Will you be my Valentine?" He said he already had one.
That's a shame.
Little Tommy. He went on to have a lot of mental issues, so I guess it's best that I didn't get molested.
Little Tommy did?
I think, yeah.
Did you know any kids who got molested by anybody, like in the church?
Yeah. Yeah, one. And the mother chose the church instead of calling the cops, and he went on to molest about maybe, I think, 30-something other kids. Wow. He got moved around the whole.
That's what they did, bro. Yeah, that's what they did.
He got taken down on one of the first big sting, because they've had a couple of big ones, but the first one where it was like, oh, the most up to this date, and now they beat that number, of course. They always do.
Yeah. They like records, the Catholics. Yeah,
they like to keep them.
They like to keep records. They like to break records. They like to record your conversation
on record.
They like to record the bathroom in the church.
Do you still want to be a pope when you get older? Because I remember you telling me that was your biggest, like when you were young, you always wanted to be the pope.
No, do you know what I want to do now? I have a 2-part plan. I'm going to run for mayor in New York City.
And then become the pope. This has ever happened before?
I don't think so.
But you have to be a priest first.
I think so. And then a cardinal. And then you have to be a blue jay. Then an oriole. And then... No. Do you want to hear my plan to clean up the city?
Yes.
All right. So the first thing I need to do is I have to hold some sort of council member office. I can't just straight up run for mayor first.
No.
The platform I'm going to be
running. You got to at least coach a little league team.
That's true. I should. And what I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Jewish community leaders, and I'm going to see what they need, and I'm going to whip those votes up. And then my next task will be cleaning up the city by making a dumpster or trash cans on every single block. And there's just trash cans everywhere. And the city boys come around. So you have to take your trash out at the end of the night. Like the superintendents, they just throw the bags on the curb. There'll be dumpsters that will be out there. And you know where we're going to put them? We're going to put them right in front of the fire hydrants so it doesn't eliminate any parking. We're going to equip every fire truck with a little thing where they can just move the dumpster when they come for a fire.
Oh, because I'm sure when you're burning and you're screaming for help, you're going to feel that sense of security when you look out the window and you see the fire truck pull up and start moving dumpsters.
Do you like rats? G, do you want rats, or do you want to, save a couple people from a burning building?
No, you're burning. And now you're burning. Help me. That's one.
Oh no, there's not gonna be two. There'll be one on every block. One.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. And then they still got to fucking hook up to the thing.
Okay, better idea. Better idea. You
just got the bumped by a dude with a GED, dog.
No, dude, we're workshopping the idea.
No, you said you had an idea. You didn't say you wanted to workshop an idea. You gave me something that was supposed to blow me away. Like you had the answers, dog. You don't got the answers, Sway. Sway, you don't got the answers. Brilliant. It's a brilliant idea. Garbage cans. Why didn't I think of that?
Dude, why didn't anybody in Manhattan think of that? Why aren't there garbage cans in the city? It makes no sense. You have a rat problem.
You know what? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm sure once you get into office, I will.
Well, I'll tell you.
That's going to be your first task.
And you know who's going to be my running
Fuck
mate?
People getting lit on fire on the subway. All right? Because you got a rat problem that you got to get done with.
Well,
maybe you could kill two birds with one stone.
Put the homeless people in the trash cans. And then when the fire truck comes to pick them up, they dump them. And then we take them off to Jersey and then burn them at the incinerator.
I was just thinking you feed them to the rats.
Oh, that's a good idea because they're hungry. Yeah, but they don't like the taste of homeless, because the homeless, they eat out of trash cans.
There's got to be something you could spray on them to make them taste better. Just put barbecue sauce on them.
Rats do like barbecue sauce, especially the uptown rats.
Ribs. I feel like I'm more onto something than you were.
You've never...
Garbage cans. I think you guys should vote for me because I have a plan to clean up New York City. Garbage cans. See, I feel like everybody's angry because it smells like trash and there's rats. Because garbage brings rats. And I think we need more garbages. People be happier. There'll be less crime. And nobody lighting people on fire anymore. I feel like all of this is because of garbage cans.
Is your cousin running for mayor?
No, that's what you sound like.
Me.
Fucking garbage cans. Where do you stand on abortion?
I think that,
usually on their necks because that ends their life quicker.
The stomach is where I stand. I stand out front with a sign in my hand that says, "A heartbeat starts at conception."
I got a plan for abortion.
Oh, hold on. Question.
Do it yourself.
Have you seen the new billboard? Have you seen...
I propose do it yourself abortion.
You sound like Adam Sandler. We get rid of Planned Parenthood by providing every mother with one coat hanger.
There's nothing more planned than doing it yourself. Prove you want it.
Dude, yeah, I mean, see, if you're doing that, then instead of a gender reveal party, we could have an abortion party. You can invite all your friends and family over.
To root you on.
Go. 'Cause I need someone to help me.
Well, dude, sometimes if it's stuck up there, you really need to pull.
No one
hard.
else can do it. You got to do it yourself.
If you don't want some support,
They could be there to cheer you on. But nobody else could like take
Go.
your hand.
pull. Yes.
You got to do it yourself.
That's my solution.
That's fucked up.
A tough world needs tough solutions.
Nobody will mourn you.
When you die, nobody will care. You will not get one RIP on Facebook.
Nobody will pretend to know you and be upset. Nobody online will be like,
They
"Oh,
will
I
deny
remember
you."
Brian. He was such a good dude."
Oh, no one's gonna say that.
What do you think they'll say?
Yo, you heard Brian died? Who? Licata. Who? You know, lanky long head Licata. Oh, lanky long neck's dead? Yeah. All right. Everybody die. What you doing tomorrow?
Not going to his funeral.
You gonna go to the funeral? Fuck no, man. Sit home and watch Bob Ross.
You know, I don't like when people say they're bad at funerals.
Yeah, who's good at funerals? I'm real good at funerals. I come in, I go, hey, everybody.
Bring some sandwiches.
Joy. Even you came. I didn't expect you to show. I heard you died.
You look
Look at
good.
that. You look good. You know, you got that face that when you die, they're gonna say, "Oh my God, it looks just like him." You know that's fucked up.
You look like you're already dead.
You know that's fucked up when they say it looked just like him.
Mm.
Because that means you look dead all your life. Nobody looks just like him.
Mhm.
Looks good.
What they're describing is that soulless look that you have in your eyes. Well, it's kind of like you know, when you stare deep into Gary's
You're
eyes.
just gonna look like you're
you just
sleeping. But no one's gonna know. You want to know why?
Because I'm peaceful.
No, because no one will be there.
Do
You
not
could have
be
an open
afraid.
casket.
God will be with me.
Dude, you could have an
He
open
will bring me
casket,
home.
a closed casket. You could have
Do
no
not
casket
be
at all.
afraid,
They could literally
I
just
am
lay you.
with
They're gonna bury you in a hefty.
I shall call you each by name. I will come to you and I will bring you home. I love you and you are mine. That was a hymn because I feel like you needed it in
I
your
feel
life.
bad
It
for your
lets
wife.
you know that God is with you, Gary. And you don't.
Yeah, I need you to tell me
don't
that.
have to be like this, dude.
I need you to tell me that.
You don't. You're a nice guy, man. You really are. You're a good person. You can let people see it, man. You have a big heart. You're not as tough as you think. I love you, dude. I know what you did for all those homeless children this Thanksgiving. You raped them individually, one by one. But then you said, "Here, have some
Dude,
Thanksgiving
why do you
ham."
always want to get our shit pulled down?
Oh, dude, it's not me. It's not me.
You just, you know what, man? I can like sue you for libel on that one, man. That's like lawsuit shit right there, dude. Just accuse me of R-ing a bunch of fucking children on Thanksgiving and luring them in with
It was
free
the
turkey.
night before. Just to set the record straight. Hey, you were the one who said the disclaimer at the beginning of the show, not me.
Yeah, that's right. So that only means that it
Go-
stands
go.
for what I say, not what you say.
Oh.
It only covers what I say.
The views and the opinions expressed by Brian T. Licata on this show are 100% factual and are meant to be taken as said. Because Brian Licata has always known to be a very. What were you taking a phone call? Who is it? Who you
No,
got?
actually, I'm not. It was my
Oh.
mother, if you
Oh.
must know.
Put her on. Don't ever. No.
No, I'm not putting my mother on. Why? So she could preach to everybody?
Yes. Please put her on, dude. Please.
Nah. I'm not gonna take advantage of my mother. like I'm on TikTok or some shit. You ever see those people on TikTok taking advantage of like their family members who have like issues? This is one chick up there, her grandmother like got mad, Alzheimer's and shit, don't remember shit, you know, and she puts her on TikTok. Hey, Granny, you know who this one is? And she brings like a grandkid, and she thinks it's a fucking husband who died 20 years ago, then opens up her fucking saggy titties, tries to get the little kid to suck them. And he's like, Grandma, no. She's like, come here, Grandma. You know how you like these sandbags. He's
You
like,
need
"Grandma,
Jesus.
no."
Dog. That's demented, yo. What are you talking about? You're the sickest, dirtiest, vilest person I've ever met.
Oh my God, that's the meanest thing anybody's ever said to me.
It hurt my feelings, and we're no longer friends. I am canceling the podcast. I'm gonna start rated R with Steve Rinaldi next.
Yeah, your goal is to get less listeners.
Going to the top.
Your goal is to have fucking under 10 on every view. We're working our way up. I think we hit like what 50 last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, we hit 60K on one of them, man.
I know. Our wanna bump thing keeps coming up, and you know what's like? We keep getting comments on it. What's funny is most people are with us, and then it's split: them hating you or them hating me.
I think a lot more people hate you. You're much more hateable.
Yeah, you're right about that.
People just think I'm stupid. And that's exactly what I want them to think.
Yo, you're all right, dog. I think you just stroked out.
I do smell peanut butter. Is that a sign?
Something burning.
Is that a sign, peanut butter?
I think so.
Yeah. I smell a lot of peanut butter. What about like
Dude, well, I know what that is. It's the residual on my ball.
you didn't clean your dick right before you came
I
over?
haven't showered since Christmas.
Your dog didn't get it all? Is your
No.
dog with you? Where's your dog now?
He passed. Thanks for asking. He's not with us anymore.
Little Boots passed. Did you bury her so I could visit the grave?
We stuffed him.
And say, bite my head now, bitch. Who's laughing now, bitch? I go there and taunt Boots, yo. Now, how is old Boots?
He's good. You know, it's nice. The neighborhood where we live in down here is a little purer than the other ones I live in, I guess you can say. So he doesn't really have any like he doesn't snap, you know. He doesn't, you know,
Lash out.
Except the mailman. I mean, and obviously you know why. And whenever we order Chinese food for some reason. So what's your what's your New Year's resolution, G?
I don't make resolutions that set you up to fail.
Well, dude,
That's
if
the whole
you-
trick
yeah.
behind it.
Somebody like you who can't
to
follow
make you-
through.
No, because here's the thing. What resolutions do is they make you pick something that you wasn't thinking of stopping.
That's not true.
You know? Well, no, it is true. Because if you was, you're not gonna wait for fucking New Year's. You're not gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna change at midnight. No, you're not. Asshole 11:59, asshole 12 o'clock. Broke 11:59, broke 12 o'clock. Still owe bills at 11:59. Those bills don't go away. They'll be right there at 12 o'clock. You're still
Especially
the same
because
old
you got to
dick.
close your tab after the bill.
You're gonna owe more. You're gonna
drops.
owe more. Exactly. So let's cut it out.
But that's new year, new debt.
I'm just saying, I make goals. My goal is always the same, and I achieve it quickly usually. And that sets me up to make another goal. Goals are addictive. So you start, you know, my advice is always you start with like an easy goal. Like I'm gonna start doing
Like
my
I'm gonna finish
laundry.
this 8-ball before the end of the night.
Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna leave none of this left over for tomorrow.
It's a good goal.
Or I'm not gonna do no cocaine till next weekend or till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna continue this. Once I'm done with this,
Yeah, because resolute means final.
yes. And you know, if you really want to do that, you do that. So my goal is to not be the first murder victim of 2025. And that's honestly my goal.
My goal is that this is the last episode of Rated G.
Why you plan on being the first?
I resolute.
Oh, that's your goal. You're just not gonna do the podcast anymore. You're done with
It's my resolution.
I get it now. You think you're gonna hurt my feelings?
You think you hurt my feelings?
You think you're gonna break my heart?
I'm a rock, dog. You can't take blood from a stone.
You think you can hurt me with your words and your threats?
You're the sad clown.
Huh?
Pavarotti.
Isn't that the singer?
Yeah, but he dresses like the sad clown. That was one of his operas.
Nah, I'm more like the Wayne Gacy clown. Kill you, motherfucker.
You mean Wayne Casey?
Juan Gacy. There's not a lot of, I was about to say there's not a lot of Spanish serial killers. I think there are. We just don't never get our props in anything.
Raymond says bad resolution, Brian. Bad resolution.
Yeah, bad resolution. Brian can't think of anything good. He's bad all in and out. He's sort of like Lucifer. He looks real nice. He comes very unassuming. But then the more you get to know him, you start to realize he's unlikable and evil in the heart.
And I have a lizard tail.
Tuck in his asshole.
Yeah. I like my sheets untucked, but my tail tucked.
Mm-hmm. And he hides it with all his chest hairs. Because it comes up and it gets tucked in the middle, and he hides the tip of it with all his chest hairs. It's not even real chest hairs.
How long have you been shaving your chest?
He shaved that off his ass and he glued it to his chest.
How long have you been shaving your chest?
I don't shave my chest. I don't get a lot of hair on my chest.
Mm.
I get a little soul patch in the middle. Mm. It's cool because it accentuates my man breast. They pop now. Look at that. You could even tell. You could tell that underneath this shit, it looked good.
You have body dysmorphia.
You got body dysphoria. All right, dog. No one should be that long.
You have facial mutations.
You look like you always have to buy 2 shirts and cut one in the middle to add to the bottom of that shirt and sew it on to the one shirt so it's a little longer. It looks like all your pants have extensions.
That sweater was designed for a cat.
All your socks are supposed to be knee highs and they only come up to your ankles.
You buy low tops and wear them as boots.
You buy new sneakers and step in shit.
That's why I wear dress shoes now.
Slippery, huh?
Yeah.
Easier to clean.
Like I can jump out of them easier. I don't have to unlace them.
Just clean a dress shoe. They don't have the crevices.
And get them resold.
Who goes first? Whose turn is it? You go.
No, you hang up first. Timur says we need a new conspiracy topic. Any flicks on the watch list?
Oh man, I actually saw that movie.
Dude, the only thing on the watch list is you.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
That means the FBI is looking for you.
The FBI don't want me, dog.
Mm.
What can I do for them? Nothing. Give you up?
Mm-hmm.
You're small potatoes. All right. No matter how much you're trying to like be known, you know.
You think that's what I'm doing here at your house on a Sunday night? I'm trying to be known. Is this where you go to be known?
No, dude. This is where you go to hide low, stay low, to look like you're just an average citizen.
Is that why there are towels hanging over the windows?
You're just looking like you want to look like an average citizen that's trying to, pursue his dreams. Meanwhile, late at night, you go out there, man, and you kidnap little kids from their homes, knocking on their doors. Is mommy home? Right before they turn around and say, "Mommy," you grab them by the mouth, throw them in the back of your trunk. Mm-hmm. You sick, demented, fucking twisted, lanky, long, lengthy.
I got no flicks.
Guy, I just watched the MK Ultra on YouTube.
You know what? I've been into
it's
reading.
An old movie. It's from like 2000 something. That shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I've been trying to read more, man. I've been trying to read more because I want to be a better video editor.
So what do? You throw on the. You want to read more, so now what do? You put the subtitles up when you watch porn.
Well, yeah, but it's all in Russian, so I can never understand what they're saying. But I can always make out the word minor in Russian for whatever reason.
You ever come across something, you're looking at it, and you're just like, this is illegal?
Yeah, dude, often. And I'm like,
who do I call for this?
I've made many complaints to Pornhub.
That there's not enough of them?
But somehow, dude.
Pornhub's about to get taken down, dog.
They should.
Yeah,
I honestly, dude.
I don't check out porn. Make it harder to get. I don't give a fuck, man. Make it harder to get. Women go down with that 4B movement. Do it. Go with that 4B movement. Make a dude earn it. You know what I'm saying?
That's my platform, trash and porn.
That's your platform.
Yeah, no trash,
more
less porn.
More trash, less porn?
No. Less trash, less porn.
Less trash, less porn.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't get rid of it completely.
You know where we're putting the porn? In the trash.
Yeah, rats don't eat porn. They watch it. And what happens is they all start masturbating too much because they're addicted to the
cocaine.
And then that slows them down. And then when you see them walking by, you can just step on their heads. And then
what
throw
head?
them in the trash.
That's a good idea.
You know what we can do? I have solutions. I'm a man of solutions.
Instead of feeding the homeless to the rats, let's feed the rats to the homeless. They do that in India. There's a whole brigade of people in India that hunt rats for a job, and then they eat them.
I know. I'm at the side of your family you don't talk about. They ain't got to convince
my Punjab side.
I saw this shit where this dude.
Yeah, Licata was actually the original name of New Delhi. Did you know that? In India, before they changed it, and now it's Mumbai.
It's believable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. My back hurts on this fucking.
Licata is actually a type of curry.
That makes sense. That would explain the scent that comes off you whenever you come into my house. I'm like, is somebody cooking?
I'm glad you called a scent instead of an odor.
Yeah, what's the difference? I was just being nice.
A scent is pleasant. Odor is what you're emitting right now.
Oh.
The odor is what I smelled when I got into the neighborhood. And that odor was of PCP
so you
smoke.
come in here and smell like baked cookies. What you talking about, man? My house always smells good. Always.
That's baking soda on the stove.
Dude, it don't never smell like crack in here, dude. I got vents.
That's good because it can be explosive.
What, crack?
Mm-hmm.
It could explode?
Well, it sizzles.
That's meth.
That's true. You would know more about that, Gary.
I don't, but I feel like that now it kind of answers all those empty 7-Up bottles you had in your fucking house.
Yeah, and the batteries and the
You're a
matchbooks.
meth maker. You're a fucking meth maker.
Yeah. Well, I
You're
did well in mathematics.
You're a piece of shit. How long, though? You went to college. Did you graduate college?
No.
How many more credits do you need?
No clue. I've dropped out of like 7 different
I
schools,
think
though.
you should go back.
I don't.
Yeah, man. Let's see if they can like turn you into a woke. Let's send you back to college and see if you come out with blue hair and tits.
I always say I'm happy.
And a Brazilian butt lift.
I always say I'm happy I came out of college with a drug addiction rather than an STD or a baby. Of all things, like the drug addiction you can handle. STD, depending with each kid, they kind of last a while.
So you think out of having a kid, an STD, or a drug addiction, that a drug addiction was probably the best route to go?
At that time, at 18, yes.
Really?
I do. Instead of knocking up some slut, you know?
Why did you only get with sluts? You didn't like any of the girls that you were with at 18? I think at 18, you look like you were doughy-eyed over bitches, too.
I got a little doughy-eyed.
You look like
I would get doughy-eyed.
I'd
I'd fall in love.
poems, make cards and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
No, but
didn't have a lot of courage in the beginning.
No, but I
gave them a letter that said, "I like you. Do you like me?"
I was a big shrine guy. You know, like I would have pictures of them. You know, like getting out of the shower, getting their mail, going to the post office,
the normal shit,
in and out of the dining hall, things like that. You know, and then I would have like these like red strings, you know, to kind of track their movements from side to side.
Well, I mean, you was you know, I would guess you're romantic. Is what you're saying?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say I'm very romantic. I am.
Yeah, that's what I would think. I would think you were very. I think you liked some of them.
I am a Latin lover. I think he just came. I think that's what that was.
That's
His
just
eyes. That was his O face.
no. That was that stroke coming in, dude. That's what it was. I had a sense of stroke just now. I saw a flash of light.
One stroke.
Yeah, you don't have to convince me of that one. That's probably the most truthful thing you said all day. One stroke. You're in and out.
Themor says Brian is on fire. You need to put him on stage tonight.
Why? To put out the fire? Is that what you're trying to do? Brian's on fire. Brian's on fire.
You need to extinguish this flame. We be burning, I can learn it every day. No? Not a fan of Sean Paul? I figured you jump in because you have more of that kind of sound in your voice. You know, you can do that accent a little better than me.
What accent?
You know.
No, I don't know. Please explain.
The Jamaican one?
What makes you think I could do a Jamaican accent? What? I don't understand what makes you think I could do one. Because I can't. I don't do accents, dog.
Try.
No, I never tried to sound like anybody else. You want to know why? Because I sound perfect. Why would I want to sound like imperfectness when I have?
Oh, so you think the Jamaican
sound.
accent is imperfect? Is
I
that what you're
feel
saying? You think that's
other sounds are imperfect. Even anyone who sounds like me, like sounds like me, but doesn't, you know, like, oh, you sound like, no. This is it. Perfection. You could be close, but something's off. It's probably the lips and the way it sounds when it bursts through, but perfection is what you would say about myself. Original, authentic, you know. I actually
adulterated.
My voice comes at a frequency, dude, right? That if I could just talk into a woman's ear and they'll fall asleep and have at least 7 dreams of orgasms. I don't even have to give it to them in real life.
Yes, because they wouldn't be able to. You think the G spot is a little birthmark you have on your butt?
How'd you not have a birthmark on my butt, dog? You're not allowed to stay over anymore, dog. That's it. It's over. You're over.
Yeah.
I'm done with
You remember when Lauren was like,
I'm done with this. I'm gonna do like Brian did. That's it. I'm done with this.
I'm done with you, and I'm done with this. You can't quit because you're fired.
Fuck you. Hey, listen, guys, New Year is coming. You know, you still ain't got a place to go. You're thinking, well, maybe I might throw something in my house. Maybe I might have a game night. Oh, what could we play? Oh, man, stop guessing. Stop thinking. Go to xxplayground.com and get yourself the XXX Playground board game, known as the best adult communication tool game ever created. Okay? Look at that. Look how happy they look. Look how excited he looks to be reading. Look at that box it comes in. Okay? 2 to 8 players. All right? That's a party. You know, invite some friends that ain't got nothing to do on New Year's. All right? Have yourself a very happy, debaucherous New Year's and get this deep into someone in the room. And if you want to come to the show, man. You know, I prefer you buy tickets, but if you want 2 free ones, be the first one to go to acjokes.com, leave a message that says I was watching Rated G and I want my 2 tickets. The first people to do that will get 2 free tickets. Well,
show starts at 10. XXX Playground starts at 12:15.
And we also have a 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock as well. We'll let you choose which one you want to come to. All right. And if you want to support the podcast, because, you know, judging by how there was no money on any of those comments, I'm kind of guessing maybe you don't want to support the podcast. But I'm going to say in my heart, you probably do. And if you do, and also at the same time look good while you're doing it, go to briantlacata.com/shop and go pick yourself up some Rated G drip. The drippy drip. All right. Photo one right there. What's that? Look how handsome that short dude looks leaning against that pole. You can put 2 signs on it. Hang like a red phone there. And firemen coming.
My mom thought that was a picture of me and a foster child. We got some final comments coming in. Happy New Year, fellas, from Timor.
Timor, Happy New Year, baby.
Happy New Year to you, Timor. We love everybody. Is that it?
Appreciate y'all, man. Have a very happy and safe New Year's, people. All right. Be aware of your surroundings and do not become the first murder victim of 2025. I hope my goal that I'm setting out to have happens to you guys naturally. I got to put in precautions, you know. But once again, man, thanks for hanging out with us on a Sunday, man. And it was a nice Sunday too, man. Like it wasn't that fucking cold out, man. You know. Thank you guys for hanging out, man. I truly appreciate y'all, man. And we're almost done. A couple more days, we'll get through this holiday, and then we can focus on shit that really matters.
Like Martin Luther King Day.
Like Diddy. See you guys next year, man. Peace.
Peace.
Gay.